type.
Damn it, Midge.
The like red leather heels, yeah.
My legs are too hairy for
Why
that.
would you volunteer this information?
I'm just gonna put it out there. My legs are too hairy
Because
for
I
that.
studied musical theatre. Of course, I
He is
have.
literally a
it's-
theater
it's
kid.
a
I already have a
musical.
copy. I already have a copy of you sword fighting as a video file.
Okay, does anybody else want to pay Midge just so that he will do Rocky Horror Show?
I'd happily
So,
do Rocky Horror. I'm also fantastic in heels. They're cool. Yeah, no, I have been for a while.
Darling, a crippled puppy
can
could walk
dance
in
in
heels
heels.
better than you could.
It's true. It's an accurate fact.
My legs are
Yeah,
too
the
hairy
dancing
for
heels.
leather, like in general, because it doesn't work for me.
I'm so glad that everyone could only hear me.
You can get really long socks.
no,
with
no,
boots,
because of
though,
the
so
weird
you can do
changeover.
I mean,
Yes,
I've worn riding boots as a reenactor. And
Oh no, riding
yeah,
boots
you
are
do-
one thing. We're talking
No,
about
because
heels.
no, it's civil. Well, no, I was talking in relation to Mikey's comment to get away from the heels comment. I've worn it, and I can get what you're saying because I also have hairy legs as well.
Hold
and it
on,
sucks unless you have the
I
long,
will-
like kind of riding
Yeah.
socks as well.
I will show
That
you.
shit sucks.
I'll
Yeah,
show
it
you the
does.
boots.
But also, it's kind of a thing, is because you can
I'm just
I
going
can
to
get
say,
you wear them
Michael, it's
over the
online
pants.
before
So.
anyone
Yeah.
says anything.
Oh yeah, I've
too
been online
bad.
for like the last 2.5 minutes waiting while you guys are talking about wearing heels and boots and all sorts of stuff. and how your legs are too
I haven't
hairy.
worn heels. I haven't worn heels. Okay.
I
Now,
have.
I am not going to make fun of somebody for wearing heels because I am comfortable with myself, and I don't think that.
Oh damn!
I mean,
Kinky
Like
my
that.
dad, even my dad's worn heels, but he was 5'2" in the 70s. You could get away with
Like,
wearing.
like, oh yeah, no.
I mean, to be fair, that
My
standard
dad was
stock
6'2"
image man
and-
is rocking those boots.
Oh,
He is,
absolutely.
damn.
Yeah.
That man is
Yeah,
going
right, he
for
is.
it, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
My dad
Yeah.
was 6'2" in the 70s and wore platforms, so that was
I
just
found my
a
dad's
didn't
platforms
back in
and
the
went,
70s.
"What?
Yeah, it's
This
pretty
is
much, it was the thing, wasn't it?
It was the thing.
That and shoulder pads for some reason.
That
that was
big
the
hair and
80s.
paisley.
That was the
Yeah, that
80s.
was the 80s.
Yeah, that was the power shoulder pads.
Well,
They
it
made
also
it
depend on
revival.
what like sort of music you listen to in the 70s as well. If
True.
depends if
that's
you were
true.
glam or not.
In the 80s, it was a
I
case of
just
your
didn't-
shoulders weren't big enough unless you took out the door frame as you walked through it.
I think I've just got a sub, so I think we need to stop playing D&D and just start doing podcasts about kinky boots.
Okay, all right. The Kinky Boot podcast will start next week, everybody.
Midge will edit it, and then we'll go.
And then we will never see it again.
Podcast, but we're not gonna clarify which kinky boots we're referencing at any point. It's gonna be just
Yeah, I think that'll be perfect.
We need, and we need to find the perfect topic so that we never give it away. It's always up in the air. We're just never, but nobody can be sure.
Yep.
Maybe it's
Sounds good to me.
specifically a phrase with two entirely different meanings.
Yes.
Welcome to the English language.
Anyway, D&D.
Why?
why not?
Fancy? Yeah,
We've
let's do it.
still got another 10 minutes of useless garbage to talk about, yeah.
This has started creeping into like Midge's game. Like we
Oh,
didn't
it's
start
so
on
chaos.
time. just like
So
just talk.
just the reason for that is I found a second roach somehow. Yeah,
I
one
thought
of the
there was only
players.
one.
He's unique.
One of the
and special.
players has essentially every single interest that Roach has.
Oh, God.
And it's like a mirror talking
We're
to a mirror.
slowly finding out about it in real time during the games.
Has Roach found a new best friend?
Getting there.
You want to go play karate? You want to go do
Thanks.
some karate?
Appreciate
in
it.
the rush?
Nice to know I've been replaced again. It's not like you're just trying to replace me in the game as well.
Yeah, with the prettier elf girl. We've
Yes!
had this discussion. God damn it.
Hey, there was no guarantee Rivallon would survive, so I had to have a backup.
Shit!
Oh, that was
Anyway,
funny.
Doing in their respective streams. How are you chats doing?
Hell,
D&D in a minute. We're just in a bit of an interim.
Thank you,
pause.
the Anto. Why have we played D&D? We're only 6 minutes in.
For reference, for everybody watching, we spent a half hour before the games in chat. Like we're
to get it out the system.
During the setup phase. Now, not everybody's here for a half hour, but the call's going for a half hour before this happens. So we just.
I mean, it might just be that. Nah, that can't be it. We're not friends, are we?
No.
No.
No. No. I give you all your scripts.
We say nice things.
And
We
you-
make it sound
and
like
you
we
show
actually
up
mean them, and then we
on the
leave.
regular.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you show up for the game.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Actually,
Midge
no.
is doing.
I don't know.
He has something.
He's moisturizing.
He is moisturized.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
no, he's
No, it's a
getting-
pomade. It's a pomade.
Oh, he's doing his hair.
Look, he needs to look pretty
Oh, yeah.
for all the people.
Looking
Moving
delicious
on.
there, Mr. Modge. Looking good.
Just wait. You turn 30, it's all gonna fall out.
No, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be quite lucky, I think.
No,
Has
seriously.
to rival.
I'm going to make sure. You turn 30, it will fall out.
Just rip it all out for him.
Unless it comes out for stress. Like I have a 96-year-old grandfather who has a full head of dark hair.
Baldness.
It's
baldness
amazing
and hair
how that
color
can change
directly
when it gets
relate.
to your generation.
Baldness and hair color are tied very closely to stress as well. It is. Yeah.
Yes, and I will make you stress, boy.
That's why I decided that security work wasn't for me, because I started losing my hair. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. That's...
Aw.
I'm thinning on the top a bit, so I'll just keep it short now because I can't grow it past a certain point, except on the sides, which is uncomfortable. So, game.
I mean,
So,
sure.
If you want to, I mean,
I think we should.
okay.
Maybe.
We want to play.
We're
crowds.
I mean,
We want to, 'cause we
It's
want to.
on all your streams like titles, so we should probably give them
Yeah,
that.
it's alright. I can change that to Mech Warrior whenever you like.
5 minutes of game time for every 20 minutes of talking. It's usually how it should go.
I think that's a bad ratio, actually. That's probably too little.
So, last week you all were able to get out of the ring that you were all held in. Sorry, I've been awake since 5, and I'm getting used to the job that I started. So this is my
So
third
what
cup
we have
of tea.
discovered here is Roach is going to be fully bald/grey by the end of this campaign due to stress.
No,
He
it's
already
not a
is.
stressful job. It's just I'm not used to the time.
No, this campaign.
This
Oh
campaign.
yeah, this campaign definitely. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. So yeah, you all got out of the ring last week after a couple of fights. You finished off one fight, had a smaller secondary fight with some creatures that had sentient hair.
Beat the crap out of that
and-
little
and-
girl
yeah.
who wouldn't like have a shower properly. The hair dragging her friend. Fuck off.
Yeah, we found out
I
that
like the ref-
Isaac
like the
can
reference.
transform. Yeah, I like the reference. Yeah, we found out that Isaac can turn into a gorilla or monkey or something. I forget. And
And
I
does a
say-
very good impression of a.
It
Yeah,
used to as acting practice.
yeah. Okay, so you you not only did that, you formulated a plan, or at least several plans, contingencies for when you left the ring. You found the portal that would allow you to exit, and you appeared seemingly right before you left. And appeared behind yourselves right when they got absorbed into the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And we left off with you seeing that the old man, old elf that you're wanting to exact revenge on. We're still not sure about that part of the plan
Oh, trust
publicly.
We are sure. We have many
having-
plans.
Having seen you go in and then see you there and gesturing towards the ring and then saying "damn" was the last thing he said as we finished, as you saw the ring was no longer glowing. So you're all in you see, unlike previously, you're not in the same exact positions. You're kind of clustered in a group as you the same way you entered the portal in the ring, so you're kind of right at the door frame, behind like in a group. So you're not in the same positions you were when you left. It's just you're in there. You're clustered. He's in the center of the room, and again, he's this old, kind of like decrepit elven gentleman, bald, etc. Very wrinkly. It's very odd for an elf. So yeah, what do you all want to do?
I am barreling straight towards him, going to Zar, you absolute dick! Get that ring off your finger and sit down!
Reaches for a bag of dice.
Intimidation check.
Actually, yes, I do want you to make an intimidation.
I figured you
I don't
would.
insist, because I'm a barbarian, I can use strength.
Oh, don't worry. He has advantage already. He has advantage already because he's super like this is. I don't know what else I'd give you advantage on.
Literally, it's just like
Not
you just have
this.
to emerge from this ring that he thought was
Oh,
invented.
jeez, that's terrible.
All right.
Dropped the 1 and rolled a 3. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
I rolled
no.
terrible.
Oh, that's what I meant to check.
Hey, it wasn't a 1, which would have been a 2, so you got a 100% increase in score over what you would have gotten. Oh, why am I rolling a d6?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
But if you could roll a 1,
Okay.
I'd
Guys-
be very happy.
Guys, I'm
Roach, I think you need something stronger than tea.
This is like pretty strong shit. Like this is the Yorkshire
Can I have
tea
the
stuff, which is
17 instead?
No, this is the Yorkshire tea stuff, which is more than what I normally drink, like in terms of strength.
Oh, you
caffeine.
just is my general tea. Let's.
I cut
call the
caffeine-
spiffing
remember, I
Brit.
cut
I'm sure he'd be
caffeine
very
out of my-
friggin' impressed.
Yeah, remember, I cut caffeine out of my diet for over 7 years, so
I'm mainline coffee on a daily basis. I wake up with an IV drip with caffeine in my blood.
I was gonna say, why does your tea sound so
So
hard?
bad.
Because I was
It's actually just
turning
balls
around.
of tea. That's it.
Yeah.
It's
I
also
thought
got
you
the
had Tide.
on it.
Dude.
I thought you had Tide Pods of tea or something in there.
He is from Kent.
Yeah.
Tide pods of tea.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
That's a
What?
product that'll keep
Yeah,
going.
that's
definitely.
definitely
catch
coming out
on.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so yeah, that's a failure with a 4. So he doesn't do what you say. He begins he's like I said before, he's in like this overstuffed chair, like a leather chair, if you know what those kind of look like in general. He's just getting up. He's not sure on his feet. He's like ancient, but he's like Walter Frey. Like he's not quick. But he's getting up and he's trying to. He's backing
together.
Yeah. Rain's Casimir is playing, but he's backing away. He's backing away from you. I mean, you're making distance, but he's not like submitting.
I point at him and cast Hold Person.
Okay. What save is that?
DC 17 Wisdom save.
Okay. Well, at least that's one of his good stats. Check.
He is old. He is old as fuck.
He is very wisdomous.
Wisdomous.
Yes. The
Sounds
curse.
like a name for something.
Just need to find his stats.
I should knock that spell off my spell list as well. I think it's a second.
Definitely.
So some
But
D&D
remember-
knockoff that has a god called Wisdomus, the god of
Wisdomous.
sages.
Wisdom
sounds
is the
like
god of
something-
wisdom.
Yeah, that sounds like something I'd write.
It does.
Or like Terry Pratchett.
Terrible.
Sounds like a Terry Pratchett thing.
Yeah.
I'll never mind because I'm not as good as Terry Pratchett. Okay, so he has a +2 to this. What was that? 17?
17.
Okay. That's a 19 plus.
Damn.
I'm going to force
Well
the
done.
reroll
Plus
as a
2.
reaction.
Okay. That's an option 20.
Fuck.
Okay.
Don't you love the dice sometimes?
I'm gonna
folks?
point out that was an 18, 19, and 20 in a row for the intimidation
Wow.
check save and everything. This guy hasn't rolled below 17 yet.
Well, time for the old-fashioned way. I'm going to physically pin him.
Well, time to die.
Physically pinning him.
Then he starts loading his axe with intent. Shame.
Shame.
Yeah. Okay, so
Um,
you'll be if you start moving now, you won't get. We're not in like combat order, so I'm trying to run this a little kind of openly. You're starting to move, Ustenia. Rivallon, before he can get to him, you'll have another thing you can do, or you can do something before he can actually cover the distance, because it's a fairly large room, and he's moving away. You can definitely make the difference in speed if you start if you want to.
Yeah.
To him, if you want to make it before your big friend. It's up to you what you want here, because his entire movement's just going away, and he's
I'm not
like,
gonna kill him. I just
help guards. Well,
in which case, that's a boot to the gut to send him back into the wall and fall to the floor.
Okay, give me a. Give me just it's an unarmed strike, so it'd be D20 plus your strength, I
Dex
think.
for Rivallon.
Dex
He's a
for me.
ranger.
I'm a ranger.
He's not doing. You're not doing.
I'm
you're
not trying to do
doing-
damage.
You can
I know,
focus
but you're
any
trying to
weapon
hit
in
him.
5e, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, you
fit
can. Yeah,
from it.
you're right. So yeah, go. You can do Dex. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Alright, so D20 plus 3.
And your proficiency. So
Mhm.
7.
Plus 7.
Yeah. Don't roll a one.
Oh, I saw
That'll
that
do.
one for a second, and I was like, oh no.
I saw the one there. Yeah, that would have been hilarious. If you're at the last second and the guy just keeps bobbing and weaving, this old man, and he can't get pinned down. But no, you kick out with the foot. I know you're not trying to do damage to him. Could you just give me a just roll a d6? Just to...
Damage. Well, it's okay, but damage with non-proficient, with people who aren't monks, is just strength plus 1 when you attack with an unarmed weapon.
Oh, so what is Rivallon's strength? It's
Like
good.
12
Oh no, you're not doing it now.
No. It's 1 plus your
Yeah,
strength modifier.
Yeah. So it's 1 plus
So
1. I
1.
think, in Rivallon's case.
So no, it's just 1 for Rivallon, because
Oh, okay.
Rivallon has a 10 strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not strong, but he's.
I'm just going to close the door
he's
to this
wiry.
room and stand outside.
Let's close the door to the room with intent.
I'm closing the door, standing outside, and facing the corridor. I don't want to be disturbed.
You need to be.
Yeah, I want to know what.
Do I? Oh yeah, I do, don't I?
I'll stand at the door because
I'll
that's
stand
fine.
at
What
the
happens?
door.
What happens though? You see in this intervening time, as you start to close the door, Sala is leaving. She's been given a task. She's going to get the horses. So
Gotcha.
See you soon, Sala.
So she goes and she melts into the shadows and is an amorphous black blob because she got a natural 20 on that stealth check. So...
Nice.
so you see step disappear.
Step. No more steps.
Yeah, and
Especially with
the
Isaac
funny thing is,
perception.
it's a lit corridor. So where did she go? I think with a natural.
spawned. She just despawned.
Yeah,
She exited your load
render
your LOD
distance.
distance. Your render distance.
render
She just
distance.
popped out. No, I think with a natural 20 plus her stealth, I think that is a 28. Or something
I could
close
have
to
given
that.
her. Oh no, I
Another
couldn't.
10.
It wants no one to
No.
work. It wants to
No.
work because once she gets to 30 feet
Yeah.
away from me.
Nah, she's good as she is right now, or at least you think so. But yeah, she leaves as you close the door. Are you doing anything while that's going on? The man's doubled. He's taken the hit and he's stopped moving because he's defending himself. But with I was gonna just say he doesn't have a lot of HP. So I was gonna say if he did half of his damage and non-lethal, he was just gonna double over and submit. But you didn't do that. But
I wasn't
he
trying
stopped
to.
moving. Yeah, no, he's stopped moving, but he's actively defending. He doesn't trust you. He thinks you're hostile. While that's going on, Ustini's moving closer. What is Mog and Sesh doing?
Sesh is at the door. She's keeping an eye down the hallway.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to do that because I might be used. So I'm standing in the corner of the room.
Standing in the
Morg
corner of the room.
is waiting for instruction.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah.
Okay,
She's
all right.
following the elf's lead.
Okay, so he doesn't have a name anymore.
Nope.
So yeah, he doubles over. Take what you want. Take what you want. Just
Grab him by the scruff of the neck. Fine, we'll save your ass then, okay?
he doesn't break the grapple. He can't. I rolled badly with that one.
Oh, thank God!
Finally.
Only like the 9th roll or something like that.
If you can believe it, a 1. But I didn't roll a 1. I rolled a 3. So
Nice. Nice.
so yeah, he can't break the grapple, but he's like grabbing at. I'm assuming I mean, he doesn't have any strength, so you're just like grabbing him by his.
Just by his scruff of the neck.
Scruff of the neck. He's trying to like grab at and like scratch at your hand, but he's not able to do anything really as you kind of like hold him up. Ustenia,
Stop looking around. We're trying to save your life.
Assisting in the grapple.
Assisting in the grapple, so you just like come up behind, just like grab him.
Yeah.
You say this. Hold on. You're crazy! I saw you kill my men!
Because we don't know which one was hired to kill you.
There's like 3 corpses in the room of the people you slaughtered. Like, you know, it's give me a persuasion check. I'm just letting you know it's a pretty hard DC.
That's fine.
For you, it's been like a couple of days, but this man quite literally saw you like 30 seconds ago, just like absolutely annihilate 3 people in front of them.
Right.
Like they didn't get around. 15.
Listen, we're
Okay.
good. All right, that's all I'm going to say on that one.
Yeah.
We're damn good at our job.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. He doesn't believe you. He's continuing to grapple. He's struggling a lot. He's not able to actually hold on. Definitely not able to. That's a 0. Definitely not able to break the grapple in general. But he's actively struggling, and he definitely can't break because of that's a. Oh yeah, that should be a disadvantage.
That's seriously 0.
So
I hang over his head. I have one.
but just
bang.
I don't doubt that you have. So
No,
okay,
you-
so we're definitely like CIA stealing somebody at this point.
I've
Like we already
still
had a
got
Black Hawk.
manacles, guys. Do you want manacles? I've had them since the first session.
Yes, you can use your manacles.
Hey!
I will manacle this guy up.
And then I'll go,
Okay.
we need the portal.
You black bagged the government official this town. You black bagged him, manacled him.
Came in by Black
You've got
Hawk. It's just
Yeah.
There's a Black Hawk. Yeah, no, you're. This is definitely like This is definitely like Bay of Pigs level. Like,
Fuck.
I
Damn
was going for the whole, going after Obama thing,
Osama.
you mean-
Yeah.
Did you mean Osama bin Laden?
I didn't mean that.
All right, I'm going. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god!
Help.
That was pure. I know, rival. That was not intentional. That was
That was hilarious.
see him go for Mr. Long-legged Back Daddy, just like.
So you've got this.
So that goes
So you've got.
Mr. Long-legged Back Daddy. Oh dear.
I'm broken.
You've killed him.
I haven't even had any apple juice yet. Jesus.
I love you guys. I love all of you so much. You're the best part of my week.
Just looking in the window. What's the birth certificate?
Oh God! You can't say that. You can't say that. We can't say that.
That was a massive thing, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, we can't say that.
Yeah, I can.
He tried to overthrow the government that
Former
believed
Mr.
that
President,
guy.
I'm very, very sorry. I'm very sorry.
I voted for you. Don't.
Help. Help, please.
Oh, God.
If I was an American, you'd have my vote.
So,
I'm really sorry. I am so sorry.
No, it's great. This is good. This is good. This is fun.
I would have
So-
voted for him if I was in America, simply because how do you not vote for someone that cool?
It's true. That's true. Yeah. Honestly, he rocked that tan suit.
All I'm gonna say is, right,
Yep.
when you have like anybody, everyone has at least one fallback, no, one flaw. Okay, the guy could sing, he could dance, he was charismatic.
He smoked.
He smoked, did he?
He was.
Oh, that just doesn't
Oh,
help.
no.
I could have a cigarette with him.
No, he was yeah, no, he was a notorious he tried really hard to quit, but I think it leaked that he was like smoking like in the back garden or something like that at one point. Like, I get the sense I think I remember that, or that might have been a conspiracy theory, I don't know. But yeah, no, he smoked for a long time and he tried backing it up.
Being president of the US, I really wouldn't be surprised that he couldn't quit smoking.
Being the first black president of the United States, yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
So, so yeah, you have this
Oh god.
you have this elven equivalent of an octogenarian, manacled and black bagged, and you've got I'm assuming somebody's still holding him.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. I'm
Oxygen
sorry to continue
Centurion.
the tangent, but I was just checking what Obama's doing now. He's just finished recording a podcast with Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, for God's sake, man! Stop being cool.
He also does.
Called,
He still does
I shit you not, it's called Renegades, Born in the USA.
yeah.
Look, seriously. If you want to be cool, just come on Rival Zone Gaming. Seriously, we can do.
All
we
I'm-
can make
all I'm-
Warrior
People
together.
honestly, and honestly, that's because people honestly misunderstand Bruce Springsteen's like music. He's like super critical of like the like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Same with Rage
unfiltered-
Against the Machine. People are the same
Yeah.
with Rage Against the Machine. But,
Super
like,
critical. Like so,
like,
it's
my
it's
most
kind of
favorite-
ironic that all
yeah,
those.
my favorite story about Obama though is like when he visited here, he bought himself his own drink, and that pub never gave him his change. They still owe him they still owe him change. He put a €50 note down on the table, paid for his pint of Guinness, and that fucking pub never gave him his change.
Yeah, because
they
the
forgot
Secret
to give it
Service
to
wouldn't
him.
let him near. It's like, yeah, I've got his change for him. No, you can't come in.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got his change.
That
Stand back!
change is now in a jar at the back of the bar, like enshrined.
Oh yeah,
No,
it's
if
like
I
Obama's
if
change.
I owned a business, that did business with them, that would just be in glass, like that.
That's what I'm saying, it should.
Yeah.
Obama's
that
50.
full note. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so you've got him manacled up. You've just been told to do the portal. So are you just going to start? Are you just like clearing space and you're just starting to use the chalk and everything? or-
I say before I do that, is a quick one, or
Can anyone
Do you want
hear
the full
anything coming down the hallway?
Sash?
I
give
will
me a
make a
code.
perception check if you would like.
Yeah, give me a perception check. Yes.
I'm still recovering from my wheezing, by the way.
Sorry.
Yeah, I gotta find.
I am
my
very
noise.
sorry to all Americans watching. And any who will watch.
We'll watch. Yeah, it's almost impossible to not hear this. Like you hear like the sounds of moving like men, like in like a lot, like starting to echo down the hallways, like a lot.
Aye, we got incoming.
Barricade the
You
door.
cast arcane lock
by the door, give me. Oh
on the
yes.
door.
Arcane lock on the door.
Doors.
Yeah.
Isaac,
So doors now.
fast.
I'm fast. So I'm using all of my sorcery points to quicken cast teleport circle, which will take a full 30 seconds.
And I'm standing by the door with Sash because a half orc and a dragonborn is a lot of weight.
Okay. All right. Yeah, true.
Isn't there a couch in here? Can you push the couch up?
That doesn't weigh as much as those two.
yeah.
Good point.
There's gonna be
it's
a
medieval-
moment. There's gonna
it's
be a moment
medieval
as well where
couch.
they stop moving, where they're not against the door
Good point.
to come and run into the portal.
Well, the good thing is that before you can even cast it, you need to make room for the actual
Yeah,
circle. So you've just like thrown carpets off to the side, and there's a overstuffed leather chair, a couch, and then like a footstool that you've just. I'm assuming the two biggest are just they're
Is
pushing
there
it
a
against the
bookcase
door.
in here?
No, actually, it's fairly bare. Other than that, like it's just those in front of a fireplace, kind of thing.
I guess you'll just grab the couch then and put that in front of it. And
Yeah,
whatever
just
else you
moving
can.
that up against the door. You've got it wedged in there. There's arcane lock, which I think just locks the door. I don't think it makes it impregnable, right?
It doesn't make it impregnable. It makes it extremely hard to get through if they try picking the lock or anything like that.
Let me check the spell just so I can kind of.
I'll read it out to you if you wish.
I'm just gonna keep it. Hold on, let me if I can find it. What level is it? Oh, I got it. Because it's your general spells. The object, it's not. Okay. Until dispelled. Oh, wow, this lasts forever. Until it's dispelled. that's very powerful, actually.
Or they can still pick the lock, it just gives it a +10 to be picked.
Yeah. Okay, so it just makes it harder to pick. It doesn't make it harder to actually just break the fucker.
It doesn't make it impossible. It just makes it real hard.
No, I didn't. I wanted to know if it added more. If it added more to the like, because there's also like hardness of locks and things like that where you can just like bust them open and stuff. So that doesn't. It just does that to the lock, which is still fine. So got that. You put the couch in there, and Ice just starts drawing like a madman. This circle.
Once that's done, I'm gonna just cast quickly.
Mental thing.
No, not the mental thing, because I don't have the spell slots for that at the moment. Detect magic and see if anything sort of picks up within the room. I expect there's stuff on him, but I'm just.
Oh yeah.
The room.
Okay. Yeah. So what you get is obviously your group. Just a whole bunch of shit.
Shiny.
Yeah, all shines and shiny on there. The fireplace is magic.
Fake fire.
What type?
It is. Well, it's a pretty low level thing. You recognize it pretty immediately. It's the equivalent. It's a little bit more powerful of the equivalent of something you would see in like a magical sconce that would emit light and warmth. But it produces warmth. Everything. It's just kind of magical fire. They don't have to haul logs up here or anything like that. Just kind of emits that at all times.
Cool.
You got that. Unfortunately, that is the entire fireplace, so that's not. You can't really move that. As a thing. It's the equivalent of basically a lot of the times you see in like a dungeon where that's always lit.
I think to myself, that would be a good idea for my house, and carry on with life.
Yeah, in fact, it makes a lot of sense now because you realize you never saw a chimney out of this place. So
chimney is a point of weakness.
Yes, like windows.
Exactly.
Legion would not be happy.
Definitely nowhere near. Yeah. So yeah.
No, Legion would be exceptionally pissed.
You see that. You see that. The rest of the room, you see nothing. That jumps out at you. He has one magical item on his ring hand, and it's the ring that you saw him gesture towards you, both before and after you came out of the ring. So that's magical, but it's not. It's oddly enough, it's very very faint compared to what you would assume something that
taking the ring off his hand
would be. Yeah. I'm assuming. Yeah, you're just like stripping him of anything she points out while he's drawing. The other thing you see is he has boots on that emit magic.
Yoink!
They're kind of like they're nice boots. And other than that, he has nothing else on him that you see that's magical.
Do they have heels?
No, they're not. No, they're seriously though, they're more like they're like a nobleman's boot. Like they're well, like unlike a lot of boots of the medieval period, it actually does have a heel on it, but not like a heel. You know what I mean?
Not a heel. It's like a raised.
It's not a flat bottom like a lot of shoes in that day were. It's got a heel to it, so it's expensive to because it's just a solid chunk of wood or etc. But other than that, you don't get anything off of them. There's no like decoration. It's just kind of a nice boot that doesn't look dirty. Other than that, no. Yeah, bag of holding. Other than that, you don't detect anything. You check him over, like front and back. He's got nothing that jumps out at you that you can see.
Okay.
I don't think the manacles are magic or anything. So that's literally the only blips you get. Just those.
Wonderful.
So, okay, I'll say that takes most of your time to do anything. Is there anything else anybody else wants to do before the portal goes up? If you're wanting to nick some shit or steal things from it.
You have 15 seconds probably at this point.
Probably. Well, I'm saying I'm just gonna do it a 30-second chunk. You get one thing to do during that chunk. That's what Mog did during that. What else? Anybody else doing?
Anyone else?
I'm
And
drawing.
Sesh is barricading.
I'm
the door.
bracing that door.
Yeah. You're barricading the door. Ustenia, if you're just keeping him held. Okay. It's not as hard as it could be because he doesn't have use of his hands or sight right now. He's also barefoot. So you're quite literally stripping him of his ability to do anything.
That's kind of the idea.
That's the whole point.
In fact, actually, what you can tell Ustenia almost immediately is that as soon as the boots come off, he's much easier to keep a hold of for some reason.
Huh.
Duly noted.
Yes.
It's
Evasion, maybe
so-
strength.
So you get that. And is there anything? I'll give you one thing to do, Rivallon, if there's anything you wanted to do in here. If you wanted to do anything else. If not, then we can just go to the portal. What?
Is there something I should be doing?
I'm asking you. I don't know what you guys want to do. If you want to
there any
steal
paperwork
anything
around?
That's
or
a good idea.
checking anything.
Any
Yeah,
paperwork?
I don't. Give me an investigation check. I mean, because at this point, you've tossed the room, so not everything's in an orderly area anymore. But
Not bad.
15.
okay. So actually, you do see something, Rivallon.
Oh.
Yeah. Funny enough, you tossing the room, or your friends tossing the room to barricade the doors and like draw things, actually has made it easier to spot underneath the carpet, just off to the side of where Isaac's drawing right now. There was a little loose stone floor like safe that was hidden under the carpet. So take the stone out and you see a it looks like this is more for the limitation. This is to hide things, not necessarily protect them.
Yeah.
Nobody should know it's there, so it doesn't necessarily need
It's
to
like
stop a lot
a
of
slit
things.
in a door frame.
Yeah, so the consistency, or like I guess the build quality of this is if you know like a bank lockbox, like the lockboxes themselves aren't necessarily meant to keep people out. It's more the
It's more the
other
bolts.
stuff to get
Yeah,
the
the
other
toolbox.
stuff to do that. So it's inset below like a half brick, so it's pretty close to the top, and it's got like probably like a thin sheet iron or something like that, like cover that does have a lock on it. So would you like? I'll say you get. I'm going to give you, because unless you want to delay Isaac for him to stop finishing the portal, you'll get one try to get through this if you want to,
What do you lot think?
or before you have to go or be left behind. Because I think it's only over.
I
6
haven't got
seconds.
anything to help, but I think giving it one go isn't.
I could give you something to help.
Go on then.
I could either give you advantage or a D4.
Advantage is probably a better idea.
So I cast Enhance Ability. Cat's Grace, I think, is the one that gives you.
Yeah, Dex.
Yeah, Dex.
Yeah, that's
So
the
you now
Dex
have
one.
advantage on Dexterity. So
Well, it
you now have
depends on
advantage in
depends on what he wants to do. Because if he wants
Yeah.
to go strength based, then he could just
No,
bust it with
No,
like the
I'll
back
go Dex.
thing.
My strength is too
Dex.
friggin' pathetic.
Okay.
Right,
Right.
so advantage on Dex, yeah?
yeah, it'd be sleight of hand
Yeah.
or whatever, wouldn't it? Because you're opening
Yeah.
up the.
Now it's not like a super tough thing, but there is a
Is it-
fail state here. So
Is there a
just
sleight
let
of
you know.
hand or Dex check?
It depends on how you describe how Rivallon's going to get into it. Like, are you using a tool to try and break it open? Are you trying to like what is his mindset in trying to get through with Dex? Because basically has to be something
Yeah,
that
I've got a dagger. Just kind of,
you got a dagger.
yeah. Kind of just jimmy that
Okay.
lock, so
Okay, so you're
I
trying.
have
to
several thousand daggers.
of course. Okay. In that case,
Mhm.
I'll say if your sleight of hand is higher than your Dex check, you can
No,
use
it's the
that.
same. It's the same.
It's the same. Then it's basically just the same because the representation of that is if you had sleight of hand, you might have been able to kind of like use that to get further in. This is mostly you just trying to not brute force it, but you know what I mean. You're trying to get the leverage with some dexterity to get it into the hinge essentially, or the lock hinge. So go ahead and give it an advantage check with your dex, and just see what happens.
Not
Okay.
awful.
18.
It's not awful. No, it's a good thing you had the advantage because
Yes.
I mean, I was gonna say it was a 10 DC. Like it's not impossible, but it's not like easy to do under time pressure.
No, it's not. I dropped a 2.
Yeah. Well, that was the
Thanks.
trade-off. If you decided
Mikey.
to stay,
You're welcome.
That was a trap. If you decided to stay, you'd get in, but you'd have other things that might happen. So okay, you spend I'd say just a couple of seconds. You wriggle the tip of the dagger in to where like where the latch of like a padlock essentially is in, and you just kind of wrench it in a way that breaks not at the lock but at the box part. So because the lock's stronger than the box at this point,
Which is normally what happens.
yeah, and the door comes off the top, and what you see is a bundle of paperwork. Just it's scrolls
Yoink.
and parchment papers. Okay, so this is like it's a bundle. This is like somebody's fire safe worth of like documents that are in there. So you could it'll take you the rest of the time before Isaac tricks it to kind of like get it into like a pouch or like a satchel or something that's bundled or something, or the bag of holding. Just so you've
We
got
have a
it.
second bag of holding, don't we now?
Yeah, we have a second bag of holding
do.
on my hip.
Yeah, so if you want to put that in there, that's fine. That's fine. It'll for purposes of this, it'll recall as a whole bundle of paper instead of individual documents because you have no idea what they are.
Don't know
so
idea what they are yet.
Yeah, so you just toss it in. By that point, as soon as you toss it in, Ustenia's already wiggling the guy closer to the portal. Isaac's putting the last rune in place, and he steps back, giving the last word of power to the runes, and you just see the portal begin to open. And right as that happens as well, Sesh and Mog, you feel just a on the door, like the door just moves like a half like inch as a lot of weight. Sorry, a lot of weight.
Sorry, Duke.
So what do you? So you're all just piling in.
Yeah.
Yep.
I give my hand on the old man's shoulder. Help. Ustenia get him through the portal, but see, Ustenia, he doesn't really need the help. It's more for myself, making sure he's okay.
Yeah. More points of contact.
Yeah.
So okay, you all pile in. Isaac, where are you going? What was the runes that you put in there? Where
I put in for the teleportation circle. Yeah, the one that's become our secret base. The
mount.
The location.
It was near to
mount.
near to the was it halt or
The
whatever?
freehold.
The strong fast hold.
It's
fast hold.
The
Hold
From the ancient
Hold fast.
Palorian stolen map. Yeah, near the hold file.
Got it. Okay, so you all go from a fairly nice, like if bit now disorganized, like study, that's a Spartan study with crackling fireplace, to just go straight through, and then you are in a musty teleportation room in the middle of an ancient mound. It is still filled with detritus. You have not cleaned this place, so you haven't ordained to clean anything. So it's just filled with. I think there's still 2 corpses in here from the creatures. It's not smelling great.
Yep.
Let's be honest. They've been in here.
I wonder
There's
if
a
we
lot
can
of-
pay some of the peasants from the holdfast to clean this out for us.
Nope, don't need to.
It wouldn't be very secret then.
Yeah, that's true. So you just get like you just get a smell coming through as soon as you hit that place of just kind of rot, because it's this anaerobic.
2-6.
Well, isn't what they say like decomposition is mostly down to scavengers? So like if the bodies don't have scavengers around to scavenge them, they last a lot longer.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they decompose much slower.
They putrefy, as
Yes,
they
they do.
is the word. Yeah, they become. Yeah, usually a lot of bodies don't get to the point where things become liquid. Yeah. It's usually they're eaten first. So and these are not necessarily. And it's also weird because these are abominations, like these are aberration, like, or whatever they're called. They were
Aberrations.
just giant piles. They were just giant piles of flesh. So there's not a lot of bones in them anyways. So there is a lot of insects though. They can get in here. So you just got a lot of this place filled with flies and some beetles and stuff like that.
This is sounding
I will
better all the freaking time.
Yeah, I will say though, most of you, because of just the way this is, it's staying in this room. Will take like con checks.
No, it's
that
fine.
bad.
No
Like,
one else is staying in this room.
Oh, okay. We will go.
There's no
first
door
round.
on this room.
Yes, there is.
This is not
There
anymore.
was.
There was.
We broke it open
you
because it was.
You broke it open. It was locked.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah.
one we forced open. We didn't.
No,
break
it
though.
was the one that like the entire building had shifted and we had to like push it open.
Yeah. This one was just
Oh,
pushed
well,
open.
it's damaged. It damaged.
Oh
no,
no! We managed to. No, we managed. Yeah, you can't lock it, but we can close the doors because
Yeah.
we managed to shut our horses in here.
Yes.
Yeah, you managed to shut the horses. You're correct, but you can't lock it. It's just
No.
kind of
Fine.
there.
Yeah.
It's just
Doesn't
a door.
need to
There's
be
no way
locked.
to.
Trust me.
But that's what you got. That's where you're at. It's dark. It's very dark in
Cast
here.
light.
The only thing that says, yeah. Well, I think you still had light on your stuff from the.
That was from the maze.
Yeah.
But still, I'll
From the
recast
maze.
it now anyway.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, it's only been like 30 seconds you were in the maze, so you still got it. But either way, you've got light on a couple of you, and yeah, you're just in here. This guy is still struggling. Unhand me! Do you even know who I am?
yes. Throw him down on the floor. Sesh, destroy the circle.
I'm looking at Isaac here with his puffed up cheeks, like, okay, say it if you're gonna say it, man.
Say it.
We might need this.
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry.
We
It's on a rug,
yeah.
isn't it, Roach? It's not actually like scratched.
No,
to
it's
the
No,
ground or
it's
anything.
it's
No,
in
this
the
is
circle.
stone
carved
masoned into the
this-
floor.
Yeah, this is carved. You would have
Oh,
to.
I cast stone meld, and I just change it to no longer be there.
Okay. Okay. Well, at least you don't have to spend like a day with a pickaxe, like chipping
Yeah.
away at a magic
Like
stone.
I could have just pulled out my mason's tools and been like, all right, let me just chip away at this for a bit. But no, I just
Yeah.
put my hand on the floor, cast stone meld, and now the floor is smooth.
I had another
Couldn't you
option if you didn't have anything.
I
but
I was just gonna. Couldn't we have just cut out like one corner of it because it would have broken the circle and then had it so we could put it back in and done mending?
Okay.
I
fair enough.
mean, yeah, if you
Yeah.
want to do that.
I will say this: Isaac would know that wouldn't work. That would
Oh yeah,
break
no,
the-
it would
That would break the
enchantment anyway.
enchantment of it. You'd have to re-enchant it to get it there. This is you can't just have a partial circle that made. But now I will say Isaac would also know that unless they know of this mound, they wouldn't be able to track you. The circle
Yeah.
disappears because it's temporary chalk circle when
Yeah.
you leave. It's absorbed when you use the portal. But
If you want me to,
wanna
if you guys
yeah.
feel like it would be best for Seth
You're
to
not under
destroy
time-
the circle, she can do it.
Yeah, you're not under time pressure other than what because the guy's not going anywhere. He's fully subdued.
He has
so
Ostenia holding onto him.
That's true.
The man's
Okay,
going
we'll
nowhere.
leave it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to
Put it
argue
this
that,
way,
yeah.
if someone was able to follow us, we would have been followed from the Palorian temple.
Fair enough.
Because
Point. Yeah.
So
And he
They
can't
will
use
come
you
the
make
towel
that-
because he
Yeah.
has no trinkets or
Yeah.
anything with him.
You-
Doesn't take it off.
yeah,
we would have
yeah,
magical
you make that
spells.
argument, Isaac.
yeah, I'm like,
Convince him to not-
Desh's like going to cast something, and you're like, hold up.
this is only way up to the north of this side of the plane of existence. Like, it's
Yeah. The small problem is there's going to be no way out of this room soon.
I can't like, move this thing, Isaac. There's no way to like shift it anywhere.
Make an Arcana check. Make an Arcana. We're starting to get into like really big weeds of magic, like in certain things. It's
Like, how does the ley lines work?
if you cut out the entire circle and took it with you.
I don't see. That's the thing. That is an argument. I've seen that argument for some parties. Like they've because there's been
hang
arguments
on.
of can you have a teleportation
on.
circle on like an
I
airship?
wonder.
Yeah.
Roach,
Got
what
it.
was the map for this? Do you remember?
Oh, for the mound.
Yeah.
Is it
It's
the
probably
hasn't
now.
You're
loaded for
looking
me.
for
I
something
It was
else.
called. It was called
Oh, no,
teleportation
it's a
room, I
different
think.
It's whether or not
Teleport
the
chamber.
I know.
Teleport chamber.
Yeah, it hasn't loaded for me, but I assume that's because it's been
No,
a while since
it's-
we've got it open.
Go
It's
to
teleport mound.
Teleport mound.
Tele-
Teleport mound. Yeah.
Yeah. Down.
This is
There.
pre.
Lighting.
Unity, I assume. Is it?
lighting and pre-Unity, so it might also not work
Try it.
as well. If it
Teleport
comes down
chamber.
to it, I could just give you the JPEG image of the mound. The
Oh no, it's not working.
Yeah.
hold on, let me see if I can share it. Let's see if it.
Put it
if
in
I can
the handouts section of the Discord.
sync client view. Does that work?
I think we need
It-
to have it available to see with sync client view, maybe.
Maybe I thought I did. Let me double check. Because that's a good point. I should probably.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Stop sharing.
I'm gonna go now. Bye, guys.
Hold on. I'll just. I'm
now.
I'm just gonna put the image up on the handouts. You're not getting any secrets or anything out of this because you explored it thoroughly.
Oh yes.
When you
Yep.
you did it was a whole dungeon crawl.
You
it
It was great. Actually, it was very fun. Would recommend.
No, it's gonna do it on the handout.
Okay.
So I'll just do it in the handout section. That'll be just easier for all of us. Counter maps, teleport mound. That should be when I started going to JPEGs instead of PNGs, so it shouldn't be too
Do I
big.
know? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? That's what I was going for.
Where's the handouts? Or am I an idiot?
It's Tuesday crew room. It's 2 rooms above the studio we're currently in. If
Perfect.
it's
Yeah, I
There you
can't
go.
open it because otherwise on my screens will change. on my
Yeah, I've
camera.
got it. I'll
Yep.
open
It's
it once
it's about 50% uploaded right now. It's only 1.27 meg, so it should go up in either
Ooh.
a few seconds or
Thought.
like
When are you getting
super.
your new internet, Roach?
A few hours.
Yeah.
Oh, new internet? Well, I pre-ordered Starlink a month or 2 ago.
Hit it.
So and I got a job, so now I can pay for it when I need to pay for the stuff, but I need it to be available.
You
So
have
they
to
send
needs
they'll-
to, you know,
Screen, so I do.
be a thing.
I did.
Starlink
business.
sends the email to people.
You've shrunk the
gives it-
size of Discord.
Okay.
Now try it. Open original.
Right.
It's a very small. You can obviously tell where the teleport room
Yeah.
is. Very small
Mhm.
room. And it's
we
very
are.
twisty
Mhm.
cord.
So,
I remember this.
And
This
And
was
you've
very
got a
fun
map
story.
of the. You have a map of this place because
Yeah.
because Isaac mapped it out.
that
Yeah.
might
And
be-
Ustinia is also a living map.
Yeah, and Estonia remembers
It's
this.
in brain.
Yeah. It's
Your
brain
horses
and on
probably
paper.
also. Your horses probably also remember it because they had to spend like hours in a room with 2 corpses.
Yep.
Our horses are fine. They love it.
I have a war horse, so they probably didn't mind as much.
But yeah,
so,
that's
You guys looking at the map?
Yeah.
There's a room at the top.
also.
No, we're going to the room on the right there
Room on the right.
with the
I-
red markings
was gonna-
on the wall.
I was going to point out one thing
That.
because you.
Mhm.
Well, one because there's a lot of flavor text that isn't a part of the image, so I just wanted to so is this rooms? Okay, no, not the encounter. See, I actually went all out with this. I actually had little pins with descriptions, so the map's actually very useful to have.
Oh,
Still,
it could go to the top, I
Um,
suppose.
the one with the mold in there, it's open on the top. There's no ceiling. Like I mean, it doesn't
Oh.
go to the air, but it's got an open area because
That
remember the
was with
shambling
the-
mounds came
yeah.
out of there, and the shambling mounds are still there. I don't think you killed them all. I think there's still like 1 or 2 in that room.
Yeah, we only killed like one of them, I think, and then
You
You
killed
just
the
lock
mounds.
the door.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we took the
you
loot
just
and
lock
left.
the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do remember as well, if you're I'm assuming Rivallon's wanting a place to store this man
Yes.
for forever. Is it like a forever thing? Are we doing Heart of a
Mark's going-
Sun?
No, Mark's going to paint the door in brickwork and turn it into brick.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
I'm not going to kill him. I'm going to
I-
leave him.
Okay, that's good. Well, I mean, not great. It's sadistic, but but I will point out, you do remember there is there's 2 places in here that have no way out, as far as you can tell. If you did something like that, there is a forge room where the forge, the exhaust of it has collapsed inward, so there's no way out of there.
Mhm.
It's just a big room with a forge. And then you also remember there is the actually there's 2 more. There's the one with that had the talking rats. It's a
Yep.
bigger room, and it's filled with rotting
That's the one with
petrified.
the well in, isn't it?
The well and the barrels.
No. The barrel one is what I'm talking about there, and then there is the well. The well itself just goes down.
Throw him down the well.
No.
Throw him down the well.
No.
A dry well.
Or there's
I'd
the
say-
dead end right at the top. You could just carve him into that cove.
A little 2x2 or a little 1x1 like thing. There's a lot of options there. If you wanted to do that.
Forge.
Okay.
Right at the top.
Plus the fact, even when he gets, if let's say he managed to chip through the wall or something like that, he's still in the middle of this place, and we can collapse the entrance.
Elves can still starve though, right?
Yes, they can.
Oh, yeah.
Die of dehydration, so he's not going to be getting
definitely.
anywhere.
He's also,
Ancient.
Old.
an old man. But you know what? I harp on that. It's okay. This is fine.
He's an evil bastard. He's fine.
This is
Okay,
this is
so we're
fine.
not destroying the thing so that Isaac doesn't have a heart attack.
Yeah, because technically this is like a very useful secret place to go. So I can understand that. Okay, yeah.
Also takes a year to make a circle, so
Really? Fuck, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Also, you remember it could probably fuck with him a lot in that forge room because there's a scratching sound that's hold on the that's like you can hear through the wall. It's just there. It's
Oh yeah,
like,
it's those ones
constantly.
we killed, didn't we? We killed most of them, but they're still there, going hello, 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 hello.
Scratching. Yeah, there's a lot of scratching there. But yeah, so you can go there. The man continues to
Struggle.
Jesus. That was a 0. So yeah,
Nice.
Attempt to
Nice.
struggle.
attempts to struggle, probably hurts himself more than anything. He's continuing to struggle. He's not at this point. He's stopped like trying to reason with you. He's at the point now where he's like more animalistic, just trying to get out. He understands you're not negotiating, so that bodes ill for him. So he's doing that as you just take him through the corridors. So you've got a couple of minutes, like to kind of, because it's not a direct path. It is still like a maze. If you wanted to do anything during there, talk to him, you could, or you could just in silence if you wanted to.
Prefer in science at the moment.
Silence, okay. So yeah, just
Isaac is just gonna leave. He's not gonna follow.
Yeah. Sesh is going to do the same.
He's gonna go outside and see what the weather's like. Keep an eye on the surroundings.
okay. It's pitch black. It's the middle of the night. Yeah, it's the middle of the night. You have no horses, and you're in the middle of the wilderness. Yep. So it's a Tuesday for your group, apparently.
It's a day of the week ending in Y.
Yeah.
Right, definitely a
actually,
Tuesday because then I can say words like
it'd
fuck.
be ending in a G with this world, because remember the G is the end there because it's all end with So yeah, you just take him. Ustani is like holding him, and he's being like dragged essentially at a certain point through the halls of this old mound until you get to the old forge. The door still there. I mean, it's not like by itself. It wouldn't it probably still hold him. It's a door.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just an old petrified kind of iron door with our iron reinforced wood door. So the wood's petrified at this point. But yeah, you open it. It's still the forge in one corner. It's a large room. It's not small. And yeah, you can still hear a scratching sound. Like there's maybe another chamber that's not something you can get access to, but it's just like it's like something's scratching and burrowing and everything and scraping against the stone when you check the east wall. But yeah, nothing else has changed here. It's gotten more dusty, maybe. Actually, that's a funny thing. You can all see your footprints in the dust still, because nothing's been in here other than like you can see little disturbances of like bugs.
Yeah.
Bugs have come in here and they've been like in the corpse room.
In the corpse room.
Actually, there's multiple because you also killed a whole bunch of those gibbering mouthers as well. Just like a whole room filled with.
That was a fight.
That was a fight.
Yeah, that was a fight. Yeah. So yeah, you did. Yeah, this was a fun. I realized that a fun dungeon that we.
It was.
We ran
It was a good dungeon.
Yeah.
It was
So this was the dungeon of wisdom saves that Ustinia hated.
Oh,
It was
God,
the
yeah.
beginning of that arc.
That's a wall. That's a wall.
You teleported into that arc for
Yes.
Ustenia. Yeah.
This was literally the Gmod collision noise sound arc for Justinia. This entire thing.
I still want to find a sound effect sound file of just the collision mesh noise from Gmod. I can't find it from the source engine. So yeah, you've brought him in there. It's the door's still open. What are you doing? Are you just tossing him in?
I'm going
Are
to
you-
wait outside.
Sit him down.
Okay.
Handcuffs off or manacles off because they're Isaac's going to need to get them back.
Oh yeah, I gave you the key. So
Bag off the head. Hand that back to Ustinia because it's Ustinia's bag.
Oh,
Ustinia, can you help Amog for me, please?
anybody light a torch? Because Sesh and Isaac aren't there anymore. So how are you?
Hold my torch.
yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, so yeah, for context. No, it's pitch black in here.
Yes.
There's no
Yeah,
light.
Ustinia's the only
not
one who needs
dim
one
light.
because everyone else can see.
Yeah, you can see in dim light.
Yeah.
In darkness, you can't see in pitch black, even with dark vision.
Yeah.
Unless very
Yeah,
close.
dim light's like natural light to me up to 100 foot, but that's it.
Yeah. So so with that context, you take the bag off, and he's like the firelight is like different, and he's not used to it because he was just in blackness and a leather hood.
I
So
light my
long,
own
he's-
torch and go with that
He's-
Ustinia outside the room.
He's old man sweating, so like it's like the wisps of hair are clung to, so you can tell he's sweating because of all the heat from the bag, and he's just like this, and yeah, he's just trying to get a sense of where he is for a couple of seconds, and then he focuses on you. What do you want? You can have anything.
I don't want anything. 150 years ago, you made a mistake.
You have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Yeah, probably. I mean, you are a complete bastard.
I do what I have to.
And I'm doing what I have to. For all the people you tortured and killed in that village. I'm now going to torture and kill you.
All right, so a sense of recognition comes over his eyes as you say that village, which gave him advantage on the intelligence check to see if he remembered that. We never did a consent form for this series, so I'm just gonna ask flat out, and this is kind of like showing you guys the everybody watching this, kind of just showing you the pie before it's finished, kind of thing, showing you the sausage it's made.
Yeah.
Are we all okay with this? Like going cut to black at the mention of torture, against an unarmed opponent that's
I'm not going to torture him.
subdued. Oh, okay. So you said torture. So.
No.
Okay. No, he recognition comes over his eyes, and he's like steeling himself. He's waiting. What you're gonna do? It's like you're heavily armed and armored. And hard to see because it's a dim light with the torch, and you're in a black dragon armor. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm basically
so
a
he just sees
shadow.
your face. He just sees your face in the shadow. So what do you do?
So recognition, he recognized the thing of...
He recognized your mention, is what you get the sense of. Like you referenced a village 150 years ago that kind of narrowed it down for him, and he was able to remember. I mean, for reference, because you know this, you're an elf. He's upwards of probably 700 to 800 years old. Like he's like, there are not a lot of elves that get to his age.
Yeah.
Like even that, like 400 to 500. Like you're middle aged for an elf. And he's super old. So yeah,
he's
it took
like
him a bit to
a 90s kind of human type thing.
yeah, like I said, octogenarian, like 80 to 90-year-old kind of person, which is why he's so frail. But yeah, he's just kind of waiting for it. I mean, he's a military veteran, so he's expecting something. What do you do in this?
One question. Why did you do it to the village? Why burn it? Why kill everyone? And I know you know which village I'm talking about.
He takes like a second. I only tell you if you let me go after.
Fine, you want to live after all this?
Yes.
Fine. You tell me the truth, I'll let you live.
They owed me protection money. All the villages.
So,
I managed them.
you're an extortionist.
They paid me money to keep them protected from the harsh environment and the potential raiders from over the border down south.
Ah, okay. Fair enough. Well, thank you very much for your honesty. You can live. Get up, walk out. Mog!
Arcane lock. Start painting stone onto the wall.
I'm sorry,
door.
I didn't hear you.
Close the door, arcane lock, and she starts painting stones onto the door.
With my
Okay.
just to paint.
With your wondrous paint. That was a half set, right? It was like half
Yes.
empty. It was like a
But
used
it's
one.
still like 250 square meters, which is more than enough for a door.
Okay, yeah. So you start making like passable like stones. You start painting it quickly, and he, I mean, the man as you leave, like it takes like a couple of seconds for him to start moving, is what you get to hear from there, because I mean there's no noise other than here, and he starts moving towards the door. By that point, you're, let's say, about halfway done, and yeah, I'll say by the time he feels comfortable enough that Rivallon's gone, you've finished the stones and you've stepped back, and within like a second or two, the area,
The screaming begins.
yeah. Ah! No, it's you should see you see what used to be wood. Actually, the funny thing is, it still looks like a wood door, like in terms of shape, because you're just painting over, but it's a wood door shape made of stone now. It's like it looks like it was carved out of cobbles.
Yeah.
Essentially. But the funny thing is, it's only half of the door, because the other side, it looks like a wood door.
Yeah.
And you hear like jiggles and stuff like that as the door's being trying to open up, and it opens outward. So he's trying to push against stone, but it's steady, and the noise is muffled, and you start hearing struggling, and but the words are filtered, like they're not able to get through. Like it's because it's stone. So it's just, you're hearing what's left of like vibrations through the stone. You're not hearing words or anything.
And I yell out at the top of my lungs, just a tip. Next time you burn and destroy a village, make sure you kill everyone.
All right.
Thank you, you two. Shall we go?
Not that he's going to be killing any more villages, you know.
No, but that's the whole irony of it, isn't it?
That you know of.
He's learned his biggest lesson after it's completely useless to him.
He casts Thunderstep and just appears next to you and is like, "Hey, bitches!"
He regurgitates a potion of teleportation. Whole glass vial and cork and all.
Just stashed
What
internally.
was he? Is he Kowalski, the penguin from Madagascar? Just
He got it in the prison pocket, if you know what I'm saying.
He's
But yeah,
and he's got like the Andy Dufresne, like tiny little claw hammer. Just
yeah. No, but yeah, that's yeah, you say that, the struggling continues, but you're not
So-
hearing much through it. You just hear struggle. And
On the way out, Mog goes to put hand on Rivallon's arm, remembers he doesn't like being touched, just sort of does that, and then just keeps walking.
Just keeps walking. Okay.
Because if she asked if he's okay, he's just gonna go, fine.
Fine.
Okay. So I need to ask you something, Rivallon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For some mechanical things going on right now. So would
What's
you
your
say?
alignment now?
No, I wouldn't ask alignment, but I would say, does Rivallon feel like he has fulfilled his like vengeance is maybe the wrong word, but does he feel like he has does he have justice for a wrong? Does he feel like like he has done it, or is he still?
He found the person who was responsible for everything that happened, and it turned out it was more than just his village. Now, that person was living on the power and things from everything they'd done in the past. That's how they were able to live as long as they were and all that. Out of all those people at his beck and call, all his guards and everything. Now that man, who, yeah, he's near the end of his life, is going to die very, very slowly with none of that. In his underwear, basically, trapped in a room he can never escape. And no one knows where he is, so no one's coming to save him. All of his power, all of his wealth, he dies alone in the dark. Because he thought that they were below him and they needed to pay him protection money. He was nothing but a 2-bit hustler. Pay me money or I burn your village. So, yeah. And the best part about it is Rivallon didn't go down the I'm getting revenge for myself route.
And the best part of it all is that he knows all of that. The dude, he knows every single thing Rivallon has said. Rival has just said is the truth.
So I will. So okay, that's good to know. I needed to know that for reasons. It'll
Character quest complete. Rivallon is now loyal. Well, I wouldn't say that.
Rivallon was never loyal. He'll never be loyal. He's like Zaid if you don't do the.
Well, I will say you did complete a major character arc.
Yes.
And everything. So I will say you could have inspiration as a character. I'd say you get an inspiration. So you can use that if you want.
A DM inspiration, that's a fancy.
Is it?
That's a rare one. You don't get that very often.
Yeah, you don't get it.
Reroll.
I don't use it that often. It's only for special moments. But yeah, you exit the mound. All of your friends that didn't join you there are now there with you.
Don't worry, I didn't kill him. Not yet.
Can confirm, he did not kill him. He is not dead.
I think the whole reason we're out here is because we didn't really want to know.
He's not dead.
It's your thing, Rivallon. You can keep whatever you want.
Thank you for helping me. All right, you've put up with a lot from me. I'm not good with the whole. We're good, right?
I told you long ago that if you helped me, I would help you. And I'd move the earth to do so. So.
Sesh holds out her hand to Rivallon.
Yeah, I don't like being touched. Fist bump?
Fist bump. I'll keep keeping you alive.
I came here to help you guys.
Can I use my inspiration to romance Salah, please? Nice one, Deanto. Nice one, buddy.
She's not here yet, but we can start,
here.
like, prepping, like, dinner for two under the moonlight near the corpses. I would recommend maybe you change out of her dead pet's clothes.
Maybe.
Oh, for fuck's sake. She's still holding that against me.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know what you would feel like, but if you like found somebody, if you had like your,
Have
if
you?
had a
Hang on,
horse-
no. Have you seen John Wick? Have you seen John Wick?
He's got a point.
That's a puppy. It doesn't count.
Now imagine the three.
Wait,
Now imagine the Theon
I
Greyjoy character is wearing the dog throughout the movie. Like,
Yeah.
it's- it's-
Or the horse, someone's like prized horse.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, imagine
I
you
think
like
people would
same
go
horse.
further if their dog breathed fire. You know.
honestly, yeah, it's true.
That's fair, yeah.
It's
yeah.
the same equivalent, so yeah.
Do we know it was her dragon?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
she's directly told you multiple times.
We found her personal effects in the
The satchel.
yeah.
I like
This
my
is
armor.
just like, I don't know why, but all I imagine in my head is just like, it's Mass Effect thing, and you're trying to pick, like, you can't like choose the option to like romance them. It's grayed out, and it's like, instead of not having enough Paragon points, you just like killed pet in brackets at the end.
You're just you're wearing my pet.
Listen, as much as I'd like to see you out of the armor, just because it's fucking my pet, damn it.
Fine.
Did I see you grab some papers, Rivallon?
Oh yeah, probably should check them. Maybe in daylight might be a good idea.
Fair. Should we get something to eat and some sleep?
Could go to the holdfast, see if they've opened the door for us.
How far is it?
You would
Because
know
we're
that it
riding.
could be-
All about question. Did we pick up all of our orders before we went on this escapade? Because
Yes.
didn't you have a custom order going?
Yes.
Yeah,
We did. That was one of the things. Yes.
We had to wait.
Yeah, you
until they
waited.
were all
You
done.
waited. You had one day. That was the question. Was whether
I
you waited
have-
a night.
The custom order. Good.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
it
have
was-
the
it
custom
was a-
shield that is completely useless in anything but decorative reasons.
But it's
Yeah,
not
the
that
other one.
thick.
but
And the
yeah.
other thing.
Yeah, and the other thing, yeah, that was the question. That was the whole debate earlier on, was whether or not you guys had a, well, you were gonna just wait, since you had to wait so long, whether you're just gonna wait another day and spring it during the like big party. Or, yeah, the party, which probably not gonna be much of a party right now. There's probably a revolution going on right now.
Well, there's probably a revolution going on right now, but we can get some meat
Yeah.
He
instead.
disappeared. What happened to him? I don't know. Maybe he'll come back. I doubt it.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
yeah, should we
Oh,
send
no,
a
he's
message to the
gone.
resistance? Should we just
Yeah, that's a good idea.
send a message
pigs
to
us
the
open.
resistance leader and
Do
just
it.
says he's gone. It's down to
Yeah,
you
she's
now.
just like, message, hey, he won't be coming back. Have a great life.
Rivallon
Don't
says he'll be
steal
back.
from people wearing displacer beats as helmets.
Okay, yeah.
Rivallon will be coming back to check. You better be running the place well.
You check. I guess. Yeah, you're messaging the lady.
Yeah.
The okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
no,
gone. Don't
so-
make us come and remove you.
Okay. A few seconds later, it's just like I guess a mental talking can't be winded, but if it was, it sounds winded. It's
Like,
we
you get the
assumed.
impression.
Understood. Yeah, we assumed. Understood. Thank you. And then it's like, and it's just out. Like at that point, it's just quick. She understood who was talking.
I get the mental impression that
you
she's
cannot-
already involved in that, by the way.
Oh, like at the, yeah. But yeah, to answer the question though, because it took you the better part of like an afternoon or more to get to the holdfast on horseback. So
We get
on
there in the
foot,
morning, I guess.
Yeah,
I
on
thought
foot.
It's visible from here, isn't it?
No,
I'm pretty sure
no,
it was
you
No,
had
it
to,
was a-
you
it
had
was
to
a good-
range.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to range. You made a choice. Do we go north or south? And then you just picked the direction and kind of got it.
I'm also pretty sure that was on horseback, so on foot.
It was,
it'd be a
yeah.
bit
That's what I
slower,
said.
obviously.
Yeah, it
Well,
was
on
totally on
horseback for the rest
horseback.
of us. I'm pretty sure Usteni just went, I can run there.
Stevie picks us all up and starts running.
He's running like the T1000 is
Yeah,
what I
just
get.
perfect 90s, just always.
90s all
So
the time.
what you're saying is I need to ride Ustinia into battle.
Yes.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
but,
right, that man.
But yeah, you know, on foot.
Nah, Sesh
on
doesn't
foot,
mind. You can go ahead. You do what you do, homie. Cool.
But
Yeah, Sesh will ride him into battle also.
But yeah, on foot, it would take you a while longer to get there.
Fine.
So if you're
So
talking
may as well
like
camp
you're talking
where
a
we are.
fourth of a day to get there, you're
Yeah.
better off
I need.
you
Yeah,
just
that's right.
camping. You don't have a lot of your gear. That's on.
Yeah,
your
we have what
horses.
we're wearing basically.
You have what you're wearing and what you brought with you. I'll say, I'm looking at the date and the time period.
What's the like?
I mean, I delineate what's on my horse and what's not.
Yeah, like what's on
Yeah.
the actual like? What's the forest like? Is it dryish? Is it damp?
It's currently, and I use Fahrenheit for this. I'm sorry. It's just it's what
I get it.
regularly
It's
use.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's currently about
I've actually got nothing on my horse right now.
yeah. It's currently about 53 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's
Not
pretty
bad.
chilly.
I've got
No, that's
10,
pretty
okay.
chilly.
10 days
That's
worth of
okay for
rations
us.
on
We're
me.
used to that here. 53 Fahrenheit's about minus. It's about 11 degrees.
11.
Celsius? Yeah,
It's
that's
11.
fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's totally
That's
doable.
warm. That's warm compared to like
That's-
what it's like.
yeah,
most of
it's
the time.
fine.
It's
Yeah.
about 11 C. There's a breeze of about 20 kilometers per hour going through everything. It's just a breeze going through.
What's the
And
like
it is raining.
moisture level? Oh, it's raining. Okay, that's what
It's
I was,
raining.
that's what I was trying to
It's
get at.
not like coming down a lot, but
Why
it's a
don't we camp in the
steady
mound?
misting.
Yeah, stay inside the mound. It's just inside the doorway. We can stay in there.
I was just gonna go like get some firewood, but I'll just use a spell instead.
I mean, if you want to, you can find firewood. Like it's according to this, it's only been raining for like a half hour so far, and it's a mist. So if you wanted to,
Justinia
spend, like-
laughs at you weaklings and goes off to get the firewood.
yeah, Ustenia, I'm not even gonna make you check because you're you.
No, I will find these things. It's abilities.
Fair.
Yeah. I think You don't, isn't this also your favorite terrain, or am I thinking?
He doesn't get favorite terrain.
No, I don't
He's-
get favorite terrain.
Yeah,
That's
he's
Oh, you
a
don't
rival.
get favorite terrain. No, it's
Yeah.
rival. But rival is favorite terrain. But you just went through like a character changing moment, so I'm okay with you not doing that. But yeah, so you go there, you get firewood, you get like a fire going in the opening of the mound, like the room right next to the entrance, which does have doors blocking it. So if you want to, you can stop the breeze coming through and kind of like it gets
There'll
cozy.
be no way for the smoke to get out from the fire.
That's true. Unless you wanted to just like open up back into the mound and let it go there. But yeah, it's up to you how you want to get it going. But there's a fire you can get like set up maybe next to a door so it's got the breeze going through and kind of go into a side. Whatever you want. I'm not gonna make you work out smoke inhalation chances or anything like that. You're fine. If you have, bed rules or something like that, you can lay those out.
Okay.
So you've got all that. It's probably a bit too late to do any type of hunting, so you're all stuck with
I've got
your rations.
I've got
Got
10
rations.
days
Yeah.
of rations.
I've got
I have actual like food on me because Sesh is the mom of the party. So
I still have a month of rations on me. Just a month of hardtack. Let's go.
let's go.
Where did you buy that at, by the way? Where did you buy
I-
that? Was that for the desert trip?
No, desert trip. Yeah.
I
I thought you,
think
you all
so.
bought
Yeah.
extra. Okay, so that was bought there. Just roll a d20.
Uh-oh. How gross is it?
Natural 20.
Okay, you were very particular in your purchase of rations, so none of them.
I mean, it's in
even
my
though
bag
they
of
were-
holding, so
Yeah, even the. Oh yeah, well I was gonna say none of them, even though you bought them for a certain climate, have gone off. Even though you've moved to a different climate, because there's differences in how food preparation works.
That's true.
if
Yeah.
you don't have, if you don't have to worry about moisture or things like that, you can kind of have a certain different kind of
Yep.
food. So yeah, no, you all bust out your rations and
Sesh pulls out her salt, pepper, and stuff like that, and like, hey, anyone want some salt, pepper? Anything like that?
I'm actually going to pull out one of the Elven Ration Sweets and have like
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the MREs. I'm going to break open one of the MREs from the Elven
okay, hold on.
people.
I actually do need to roll for that. There is a mechanic associated with
You get lemon
Walton
sherbet.
rations.
Like, whether they're meals, whether they're ready, and whether you can eat.
No,
Gosh,
because remember these are early military rations, which means they're not only made by the lowest bidder, but canning wasn't necessarily all too well understood at this point. in history. Okay, so you didn't get one with botulism or rotted out. Is a thing.
Because I have 12 of
made-
those, 30 normal
yeah.
rations. Like,
Yeah, you bust it open. You can't. I don't think any of you can still. I don't think any of you can actually read the specific language there, other than bits and pieces again. Because
I think Mog
it's a
can still
different
read
dialect.
stuff, right?
If she wants to, yeah. But what you get is sense is it's some sort of like it's equivalent to like a corned beef in a like a can
Oh,
of corned beef
nice.
and
Tasty.
and a couple of other like
Tasty.
hard biscuits, like just generally stuff to it's like to keep you warm. It feels like this is like just trying to get a sense that maybe these guys have like a cold climate they come from, because a lot of their foods that you've looked at in the thing are very hearty. They're very hearty.
explain the
meals.
white
It's very-
uniforms as well.
So yeah, you have that. The elven sweet is lemon flavored again. It's some sort of citrusy lemon.
Lemon sherbet.
Yeah, and yeah, you all settle in.
Delicious.
You did have one magic item you took, by the way.
Oh, and then
You have two
poison.
magic items.
The boots.
Yes,
You have two magic items. You
Oh
have
yeah, with the
boot-
ring.
the
I'm going to
boot.
sell the ring because it's useless to us.
I'll keep the ring.
Okay.
Well, because
I
we
don't
did
want
the
that
because
gift
we
back
told
into
you.
the wild.
Inside there.
Sorry, say that again.
You'd be selling ourselves. What if we're still inside there in some weird
We're
time
not.
paradox?
You smell toast. But if you cast identify on these items, so the boots are boots of evasion. So it's equivalent to the ring of evasion, but they're just boots of evasion. So
Cool.
Oh, wow.
I passed them to Rivallon.
I don't think he can carry much more magic shit.
No, he hasn't actually. He's got one more slot left.
I do too.
I'm
I've
gonna
got
drop
two.
those into the party sheet. So you
What
can
do
pick them up
boots of
if you
evasion
want.
actually do?
They give
Well,
you
it's-
evasion.
Evasion.
Yeah, it has.
Okay,
it
I'm
says
just gonna
ring
point
because-
out here. My
I
dex
said
It says
score.
ring.
Let's get
Oh,
them to
I'm just gonna
Sash.
point out my dex score states I should probably get this because I will
Yeah.
fail more dex checks than Rivallon will.
So what?
How
boots
many
of eva-
times has Sesh
Okay,
been
so I'll
gunned
put-
down?
So I,
Exactly.
so
Let me explain the
I'll
items. So you
generalist
guys
rather than
Yeah.
min-maxing.
Yeah, let me explain it so you guys. And while it says this in the description of the item and everything, they are boots, not ring. I will change that later. Even if the image that it also links to is a ring of evasion, it's a ring-shaped boot. So it has
anklet.
You get 3 charges in the boots, so they do have charges. You regain 1d3 daily at dawn. When you fail a dexterity saving throw while wearing it, you can use your reaction to expend one of its charges and to succeed on that saving throw instead. So basically, you can get 3 chances a day of just succeeding a dex check if you fail it. So
Sesh
it's-
gets the boots.
it's better for somebody to. It's either good for somebody who has evasion, or good for somebody who's expected to fail dex checks, or the two. Like, yeah, it's specifically dex saving throws, so it doesn't affect stealth checks or anything like that. It calls
Listen.
out dexterity saving throw.
We've learned these guys like using things that inflict dex saves. Most other people here are pretty decent at those. I, however, am the hottest of trash.
You're a big birdie
Oh.
pile of it.
They're
They
in the
turn-
party.
Sesh
this
gets
is
turned
true.
into Alhutian cheese a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You but they're in the party
Good
sheet,
cheese,
so
by the
whoever-
way, actually.
Vote,
Yeah.
Goes well with a glass
vote
of
for
white.
the boots going to Sesh. You're
Right.
supposed to vote, guys.
Yeah, I vote. There you go.
Okay, it's a majority then.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
All right, yeah.
Sesh
So you
takes
can pick
boots.
those up. You can pick those up, put them
I'll
on.
make you
They're-
unanimous.
I'll attune to those during the night.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like
know
the
if
Death
they're
Starling scene where it's like they're holding out. It's like a vote passes.
Oh, they do.
You
They
unanimously.
do. Yeah, they
Yep.
they do require attunement, so that is a
Yeah,
thing.
that's fine.
And the other magic item you got was the ring of the Fey Ward. So
Yeah, I'm going
It
to keep that
is-
and put it in my pocket and take it back to school with me. Because that shouldn't be out
yeah,
in the
so So you know what? So you know because you identified it. It is a magical item. It is a unique magical item. There are either there are almost none of these. It's very ancient, very rare, very expensive, and essentially what it means is somebody who attunes to it during a period in which it can be attuned to, which is once every 50 years. So one person can have it every 50 years or attuned to it. It's such a powerful charge. They can create a space that is a 10 by 10 kilometer space, however they wish, that has an entrance and an exit. And they can put whatever they want in there as long as the area that they create is livable and there is a way to get to the exit. There's then specifics about they can have up to, I think it was CR 30 equivalent of creatures they can put into the ring, but there is also a chance every year that it is active for creatures to come in from the Feywild or lower planes to live in the ring. And it has a time dilation field, so you can either appear before you come back out, or if you roll really badly, it can have like for every day you spend in there, it's a 10-year period. So it's a lot.
It's freaking awesome, is what we're saying.
Well,
and it also can be expended a charge. You can expend a charge once a day on a creature or creatures. You can either a singular creature or an area of effect, and you're rolling. I think what was it? I think it's you're rolling. Hold on, I gotta check. I think it's
like
10
sleep spell.
d10. It's like 10d10 plus 90 HP equivalent to go in, or something close to that. I don't have it up in front right now. It's a ridiculous amount, and anything that it exceeds can go as long as it exceeds the group or the individual. If it doesn't exceed the group doesn't go in. If it doesn't exceed the individual doesn't go in. So you have to kind of play around with that. But it is deactivated. The individual that attuned to it for this span of time no longer wears it, so it must then reset to then be attuned for another time. So it is just a nice ring with a red gem on it.
So before we go to break, Mog's just going to say, do you all trust me to take this back to school and keep it safe? Because I don't think if we sell it, anyone can get their hands on it.
You say anything about selling it?
Exactly. Were you going to keep it?
I was thinking about it.
I mean, you would realistically be the only person who could use it.
There's loads of people out there who are evil and need to be punished.
Totally turning into Batman.
I'm Batman.
I can do the voice.
Batman. But yeah, if there's nothing else you guys want
Where are the drugs going?
Nothing else you guys want to do. Nothing else you guys want to do. We can go to break.
We can go to break.
For your...
Hey. Harvey. It's just such an
What the
exhale of
actual
air.
hell is going on with this bloody live stream?
I don't know.
What happened to not using a gun? This is a gun.
Oh God!
Anyway, so we're gonna take our 5 to 10 minute break here. Dogo, go get yourself a drink, stretch your legs, make sure to stay hydrated, and we'll be back in a moment.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll bring everyone back as well.
me too.
Yeah, we'll just
We're back.
and we'll just wait.
And Rival's gone.
Rival,
Rival, come back! No!
Rival, come back.
Dad, not
He's
again!
literally going
Rival, come back.
50 meters that way.
Dad, not again, please! No!
I thought he was
oh,
on the. I
Mikey,
thought he was
he's coming
on.
back. Don't worry.
I thought he was doing the. I thought he was doing vape. Like.
Oh, he's
like-
having to go
gave
get it,
up
I
on the
assume.
vapes. The batteries kept dying, so he's got lozenges. He still needs nicotine.
Ah.
Okay.
I don't need nicotine. I can quit whenever I want. Don't you tell me I need nicotine!
Don't you tell me I need protein shakes? I can quit them whenever I want.
See, I'm glad I never. Like, knowing me, I'm glad I never got into like nicotine or smoking or anything like that. Like that would be like.
I'm not addicted. I can quit at any time.
I doubt it. I have found out though. Apparently, because I was trying to figure out what it was for because it was in What is? Why am I seeing a camera menu on Midge's?
Because he's
Midge's
changed his,
changed the camera stuff.
his digital. Yeah, if I turn my camera off and turn it back on, it brings that, and you have to do certain button presses to make it go away.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
I
was gonna say, Mitch, you have a stock image on your camera.
Yeah, Midge is actually just a stock image this whole time. Doesn't look like this at all.
That was good.
Yep.
Midge is just a series of. It's just an AI controlling a series of very detailed and thorough stock images.
Don't you know I'm a VTuber?
Exactly, he's a VTuber.
I'm the next generation of VTuber.
This is his people persona. He's an AI.
Yeah, this is
Those
the new wiry British guy
Yeah.
model that you can get.
Yeah,
Those guys have been taking off.
they have.
Like it's amazing.
Oh, there's some really funny things out there. Like I remember seeing like someone who was like,
Sorry, I
you
got
could,
stuck
like-
in an animation loop.
yeah, you could like type exclamation chat. You can type exclamation ball in their chat, and like a ball would come out of the side of the screen and hit their avatar, and it just kept spamming it, and it was so funny.
I follow one, a really cool one for Hunt Showdown guy called Death. He's awesome. And his whole thing, he's an animated Grim Reaper, and he like,
That's cool. It's kind of
Yeah.
funny how few representatives there are of male VTubers. Like, there's like, I think
he's really good.
It's like it's very small. Was that, by the way, was that a mug with glitter
I
hoof
want to
on
get
it?
that.
Mitch? Was that a glitter hoof mug that I saw that you just drank from? Okay, yeah, I know that side, but there's another side to that, Midge. Yeah. Yeah. God damn it.
PDX Con 2018 limited edition. If I lose this, it's fuck.
Seriously.
If I
let
lose
me
this,
get
it's
that.
over. Game over. Critical mission failure. Try again.
So, everybody's back. So,
That's subject to possibilities.
If there's watches, I'll take first.
yeah, I mean, if you're wanting to use a watch, if you're wanting to do watches, yeah.
In case he gets out of that goddamn hole.
In case we get attacked by wolves.
Harry.
Wolves.
Unless
Oh
they
my
just
God,
come
yeah,
and snuggle
that's-
round Rivallon and go, oh, hi, Dad.
Hi,
Let's
Dad.
camp next. Let's camp next to the corpses.
Yep.
That'll be fine. Yeah, no. So
Pathfinder, Kingmaker's first campsite. You kill a bunch of animals and then camp next door.
so you go ahead and go like take a night, like you're just resting. So I'm gonna give everybody a long rest because nothing happens.
Yeah, baby.
So you get all
Spells!
that.
I have spells.
Oh,
I now
need
have
to
spell
hang
slots
on.
again. Oh my god.
I need
need
to
to what?
go shopping. I need to go shopping.
I might have a
Have a
plan. We'll
chalk.
talk about it in the morning.
I need
I'm all out of chalk.
No.
Yeah,
almost.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Almost.
Right.
So,
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
now one would be good, so you have the range.
Oh!
That spin! I hate it when it spins on the number you need, then turns. That's
We have 3
Right.
uses of teleport left. Teleport cells.
Okay.
Yep.
I've got some.
Unless we level up and then I'm taking actual teleport. Fuck it, I just need bits of brick from where we were. because
I mean, I can just do that. Just chip off bits of stone as we go along. Just like, hey, Isaac, you need a teleport place for this?
Well,
Tung, tung, tung.
you can do it without that. It's just
I just need to pick up a
dangerous.
bit of rubble.
it's just dangerous if you
We
don't.
should stop collecting
Which
bits of things from places.
some
Oh,
things.
I should do it in preparation. That's
Yeah.
a good thinking.
You want me to grab a bit of stone from one of the
Good
walls
thinking,
here?
Batman.
That's smart from the wizard.
Yeah.
yeah. Which
wizard.
is totally
She's
on
watched a
track
lot
for
Oh
the
of
my
class.
god!
Wizard.
If I Christ, you imagine as a wizard from level 1 pre-planning and just setting up a lodestone system.
And at level 2, I'm going to take teleport, so I'm going to need something from your house.
Well,
and
actually,
your
no, I
house.
really like that. If you could work it into your backstory, it's like you're a wizard that dreams of traveling and wants to be like a travel wizard. So you want to work in like and you're a wizard.
See, that's the kind of
meta.
metagaming I like, because that's the
Yeah,
kind of
it's
thing that-
just like- It's
that's
a wizard
good.
with a fascination of geology as well. Like
Yeah.
really likes it just has a rock
So
collection which he
all I'm
then
hearing
eventually
of-
uses to teleport.
All I'm hearing from this is Discworld MUD taxis. They are wizards that are able to teleport people to places because they have, the spell for it, and all they do is taxi people for income.
I still like
It's an
the,
actual career in Discworld.
No,
yeah, I'm still gonna make a divination wizard called Alexis.
So, what you
Alexis,
yeah.
cast teleportation circle.
Alexis.
I don't know
where are
that
we?
song.
GPS location lost. GPS location lost.
So, yeah, you get through the night. I want Sesh and Rivallon to make perception checks.
Crap.
Oh boy.
A weapon has changed.
Dirty 20.
12. It actually was on 10. And then roll on
Yep.
to 7.
Okay, so Sesh.
Oh.
Just give me a second here.
Can you tell I'm nervous?
Gotta open some notes. So, the spear that you have, of the champions, you notice that any dirt or grime that's built up over you using it is gone, and it looks like it has been freshly oiled.
Convenient.
Are the ghosts inside taking care of it? Like, just gotta
Maybe.
give it some nice lacquer.
Are you going to tell me to check my sword there?
Rivallon, is your sword like freshly maintained?
Well, no, I haven't cleaned it.
Look at it.
And you look at the sword of the champions.
Yeah.
So the sword of the champions, as you see it, is freshly oiled and looks like it's been cleaned.
Yeah.
As I believe the kids are saying in this day and age, WTF?
The kids
That's
are
a
no
few more.
longer saying that.
That's a few more centuries from now. But like,
As of this
know.
specific second, kids no longer say that.
Yeah.
yeah.
I am
As
now
of
old.
right now. Yep.
Or, what's up with that?
Nope, not allowed that.
So can I go? I need to go get a bottle of apple juice.
So yeah, that's what you both you notice that when you wake
Well.
up in the morning.
That's convenient.
Yeah. Is that because we're taking a long rest? Or is it like every day?
I'll keep.
You
an eye
haven't
on it.
noticed it until now.
How long has it been since we've attuned to these weapons, Rod?
You received them in the Underdark.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think it's about a week and a
That's-
half.
It's been a bit more than a week, a little bit more than a week,
About
because
2
you also you had to spend better part of a week inside of that village in Black Hill because it was that you had to wait for your
Yeah,
stuff to be
in
finished.
real time, but it might be 2 weeks because of the 2 days we spent in the ring that actually turned into
Yeah, it's
minus
been
30 seconds.
experienced linear time by you. Yes, it's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
As the Anto says, Rivallon sits there and goes, oh, for God's sake, I want my blade covered with the blood of my enemies.
Fair.
So I'm just making some checks for the not their party member, and things aren't going great. She has advantage on all these, but that's pretty bad.
And
Thank you for reminding me, Roach. You didn't remind me, but I was reminded of something with you saying that.
Okay. So yeah, what do you all want to do? It is the morning of the next day, and if I check the calendar,
well, do we go to the Holdfast, or do we start making our way back north to...
We told her we would meet at the Holdfast.
Yeah, I'm just going by the metagaming of Roach saying it's not going well.
Oh no, you don't.
We don't know that.
You don't know
Unless
that.
we check in.
I did also say that if she didn't get back to us in 5 days, I would message her. So there is that. I would cast sending. So.
But yeah, you wake up into the morning. It is the same basic temperature. It's a little colder than it was yesterday, so it's about 10 CE out.
Holy shit. Could I just break? I want to break something for a quick. So I was looking at Divine Soul. I've Googled Divine Soul Sorcerer. Because I was just checking up on my class stuff. The first item on an image search is now Isaac.
Oh, that's cool.
On the whole of the internet.
That's awesome. Because the one of that Mad did for
the Madman did went really high on Reddit.
Yeah.
So it was like it's now number 3, but like when I looked at it before, it was number 1.
Divine Soul Sorcerer. It's number 2 for
3.
me. Yeah, it's number 2 for
3.
me.
That's really cool.
Do Murder Hobo.
Oh no.
No, you're nowhere near the worst.
I'm scared to put Murder Hobo in and look at an image search, honestly.
So yeah, you wake up.
Gore website, whatever it was called.
Oh yeah.
So you wake up. It is foggy. It's about 10 C out. So it's a little chillier than it was yesterday. The wind is picked up. It's about 30 kilometers per hour, kind of breeze going through, and with gusts of up to 35. It's steady, heavier rainfall. So it's just a rainy, overcast, foggy morning. A little chilly, and it's just kind of there. So, yes, Mog.
I would like to message the headmaster of the school to find out if he has found out anything about Fields of Blood. Because I said I'd check in a week, and it's been about a week.
Yeah.
Okay, so you message. What are you saying? And do you remember his name? Because I need to find it. You should have it written down.
I do have it written down. I've actually marked where all the school stuff is. I think I've put it somewhere actually sensible. It seems mad, I know, but...
You putting things in sensible places?
I know.
My God.
I take a lot of notes. However, they are in no sort of any sense of order.
Yeah, same.
Headmaster Jacob Gilbert.
Right. Yeah, so you message.
So I say
Headmaster
to him,
Gilbert.
Good morning.
Gilbert.
Good morning, Headmaster. Any progress with the research on Fields of Blood? Any other news from the war in the south?
Right, so you say that. There's a bit of time. And then you hear... It's dreadfully early. As he is several time zones ahead of you.
He's east.
And Yeah, and he's also doesn't have a thing he does during the morning.
Bloody hell.
So he's just you caught him while he was napping. Yeah, he goes, not much new information. Having trouble finding specifics. No word has reached us. Anything new? You would be closer. Should I stop talking? Is that it? Never good.
There we go.
Understand.
Oh. We need a library. I mean, it's me. I always need a library. However, we might need a library.
Give me a moment. I cast sending to her. Pulls out a library. Just pew. It's like, hey, Bahamut. Actually, fuck it. I'm gonna try that.
Divine intervention yourself
Go
a
do it.
library.
Yep.
Do it.
So,
Right.
divine intervention. Employing
You
your
have
deity's
to-
aid requires you to use your action, so it's an action. Describe the assistance you seek and roll percentile dice. If you roll a number equal or lower to your cleric level, the deity intervenes. And you choose the nature of the intervention. So it can be any cleric spell or a cleric domain spell. And then if they intervene, I can't use the feature for 7 days. Otherwise, I would gain it again after a long rest.
Okay, so what do you want
Go to the
specifically?
Black Library casually, you know?
Yeah, just walk in like, hey, what's up?
Death Maw opens up in front of you. No, what's the specific intervention you're seeking information about the fields of blood, the prophecy of the fields of blood, and
Yeah. Like where might we find information about the prophecy of the fields of blood?
Okay.
Or I could just ask him where it is. He might know.
Up to you. You have to word it. You have to word what. Your
All right, so
intervention
I'm
is
going to
and then
ask the
roll.
party on this one because it's a party affecting thing. What do you guys think? Should I ask him if he knows where it is or if he knows where information on it might be?
What is?
I think get to the point where are the fields of blood?
Where's the blood going?
Nope.
I'm trying to find the.
The fucking phone just started playing music.
Alexa, stop.
I don't have that.
Damn it.
I'm trying to find the image of the like ancient teleport circles.
Oh.
No.
Oh, that's just on the Aral. That's just on the map of Aral. Because we just marked
Oh,
off
is
on
it?
the normal.
Yeah, it was
we
just
just marked
X's
off
on the
normal
map.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully
But yeah, so we
survive.
have 2 votes for just asking for the field of blood. So will I just ask for the fields of blood then? Like where they are? Ask if he knows directly where that would be. All right, okay, let's go for it.
In terms of the circles, if you can't load the map,
I've got them, yeah.
yeah, there's one where you're at right now is in that empire. One's near the dynasty in that forest that you previously went towards, and the other one's in.
So how do you roll
Titania.
percentage die on?
So I'm
Fancy
just
that.
gonna roll.
slash. No. There's a way of doing it. It's /die space D100.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow!
Whoops, that's
So
a
you-
whole lot of fail.
I saw
So you
one
fail-
and I was like, almost.
Yeah. No, you failed horribly. So yeah,
Nothing happens.
You word that, and then yeah, nothing's happening.
Yeah, it's just that's it. All right, cool. He must be
Let's
busy
go
with
for the
some other shit.
outsider try. Let's beseech the ancestor god.
I mean, why not? I guess.
How are you What are you doing?
I'm going to do what the
Mechanically.
creator told
You
me not
should
to
have
do.
stolen more of that peyote.
Yeah. When you weren't
Yeah,
looking, you
mechan-
just pocketed a whole load of it.
I'm pretty sure, like, would it not be culturally something that we did carry?
Maybe.
No, because it was specifically like it was basically you're just hotboxing in a tent. It was meant to be used in an area. Yeah.
I mean, Roach is not lying. That is what we did.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out.
Bye,
do we
Duke.
have any wooded areas nearby?
You were in the yes, everywhere.
I'm gonna go find try and find
The
some
mo-
psychotropics.
Okay, so the most. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead
I'm
and
gonna go for a spiritual journey and see my ancestor god.
But yeah,
That's what we'll
after
that's what we'll call it for legal
Yeah,
reasons. So
for
go
legal
ahead
reasons.
and
for legal
go
reasons.
ahead and roll. Fucking.
I'll cast guidance on him just to make it a bit easier.
Do an investigation check because make it nature's not a skill. Make it a survival, I guess. Survival works because you're trying to.
Nature is a
physically
skill.
find-
Yeah, nature's a knowledge
it is?
skill. Quote,
It is
unquote.
a
Oh, is it?
skill, but survival. I think nature's more for like foraging.
Botany. It's for botany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought nature was like a Pathfinder thing. That seems like one of those.
It
Skills
is.
that's
Knowledge
like a
nature is a
leftover.
thing in Pathfinder as well.
Yeah, it seems like a leftover from like 3rd or 4th edition. But either way, go ahead and roll a survival.
It's
Why
still
not?
kind of sad dungeoneering is no longer a thing because that makes fighters more useful in various situations. Add a D4 to that because I cast guidance on you. Hey,
20. Day
Nice.
20.
nice.
Okay. You find some stuff that's is psychotropic. It's not
Cool.
exactly the stuff you use, but
It's close
also
enough.
you do know, and I'm going to point out the fact that you entered the spirit realm, specifically because the batch that you used for your journey was like tainted by your sister. so you weren't using the normal stuff, but okay. So you have I'm gonna
like I'm an
yeah, you know
ignorant
what? I
member
appreciate
of
the get up and
tribe.
go. So you got a handful of they're mushrooms. You got a
Something.
handful of mushrooms, because that's the most readily available psychotropic I can think of inside of a forest. Of
Or
sufficient,
moss. Some moss as well.
yeah, some bosses of sufficient power you're looking for. So, yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm going to find some. I'm going to figure out some way of preparing them to consume them to try and go on this spiritual journey.
Well, much like the
Psychotropic
old
mushroom
Norse, much like the old Norse, like of the Roman era and the tribal era, it's or like we're talking like Iron Age or like bronze, early Bronze Age even Norse. The best way is just to eat it raw,
Just fucking down that bitch.
just down the
Just
mushroom.
nom,
Yeah,
nom, nom.
yeah. You've got enough. If somebody wanted to, they could join you.
No, I'm
No,
good.
Smog's way too square for that.
You don't need to. You don't need to like deal with the two
You-
biggest, heaviest members of your party being high at the same time.
This is very,
So-
very important religious matters.
I'll go.
Religion is no joke.
Rivallon's
All
getting
right.
high.
Yeah, come join.
That tracks.
All right.
Uh, so yeah, that's so you
Make a
have
Constitution
Aw.
save.
So
Make a
you have the
Constitution
dedicated sober group that's keeping an eye on you,
Yep.
just in case you have a bad
Far
trip.
too square.
Just in case you have a bad trip, they want to make sure you're okay. Drink water, everything like that.
Have
So
this
yeah,
restoration at the ready. Just
so you both take like a handful of these like little mushrooms. They're odd, like of these Usten. You've never taken them, but you know of them. They're like an off beige, a khaki color with stripes of black and gray, kind of on the caps. So you're just down in them. All right, Rivallon, are you as well?
I said I was helping the guy out.
Okay, I need you both to make disadvantaged Constitution saving throws.
while they're doing that, I'm sending a message to Bosch and asking him if he has any kind of influence or inkling about what the fields of blood might be. Oh fuck!
I
dropped
rolled
a
a natural 20.
20 and a 1. Ooh.
That's not.
What is it? The 1 in 400 chance of that, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. It's amazing. The gamble.
This
Full
isn't
gamble.
gonna go well.
Everyone grew up in a
We'll get
forest. He's like, I don't give a crap.
Okay,
You don't know
so
how strong these are.
all right. So
animals
while
ain't
they're
shit.
So while you're doing that, while you're taking that sesh, you message. So both of you just and then you wait. Sesh, you message Bosch.
Stop it.
He replies not too long afterwards. So I could do some research on the specifics of that's not his voice. I could do some research on the specifics of the myth, though I am currently dealing with some. It's the environment's not great right now. Be better to do in person. That's kind of the end. He doesn't have a lot of words. That's kind of the thing. So both of you guys, 10 minutes goes by.
Tripping massive balls.
10 minutes go by, and Rivallon, you feel like a little tingle in your fingertips. Ustenia, you don't feel anything. I need Sesh, Isaac, and Mog to make a perception check.
Isaac is never succeeding a perception check. This is
Fair.
Okay.
See, I told you. It just doesn't happen.
I mean,
One of these
as long as
days,
it's
you will
taken-
roll a 20. It'll happen sooner or later.
Yep.
See?
Okay.
I like how she's still.
Mog not wise. Mog clever. Mog not wise.
Okay, so
Isaac not clever or wise. Isaac got heart.
Isaac good looking.
So-
That's it.
so-
Isaac brave.
Isaac
Isaac got
Hufflepuff.
faith. Yeah.
so Ustenia,
Hey,
You-
Mitch Man is Hufflepuff.
you don't really feel anything. You don't really feel anything. You've got about a handful left of these mushrooms.
Oh no. This edible ain't shit. Dead.
You're not necessarily sure you took the right dosage. I mean, you're bigger than Rivallon, so maybe it wasn't correct to just use the same amount. So you're kind of second guessing yourself.
So-
It's been a bit.
I'm aware of no changes.
No change. Just nothing's
Well,
happened.
I'm going to have to take more.
But I'm
It's
fine
not-
too. Why is everyone looking at me strange?
So Ustenia takes another one.
All 12 of
you
you,
take
stop
another-
it!
So you take another one.
Don't
The
some
rest of the
mushrooms
par-
have botulism in them?
Uh,
God.
I found out apparently seal meat does.
Yes, it
it's
does.
just a random. Yeah. Like it's rampant. But yeah. So Ustenia, you take another one. But oddly enough, as you take another one and your eyes open, you're in a clearing, like of the forest. And Rivallon, to your perspective, you saw him take something, and then he just started walking away, and you started following him because it makes sense. You know, he's got a journey to go on. You got to follow him. It makes total sense. So this happens, and he's walking for about 20 minutes.
So they're high, and I'm immediately like, okay, we gotta go.
I was
You-
right.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because that's the thing.
Have they not moved?
you only notice they're gone about 5 minutes later. Because I rolled that for them, and they rolled very high.
Fuck.
So
They
so
still checked out.
So you were messaging Bosch, and you were like, okay, that makes sense. Mog, you were kind of like trying to figure out where this would go. Isaac, you didn't really care what was going on. You know, you're all,
Checks out.
you've got like people to meet. Like you got to get to that hold fast. But by the time you all realize, hey, we haven't heard from them in a bit, and you look over, there's just an empty spot on the log they were both sitting on, and they're nowhere to be found.
Okay, so Sash literally just like, oh, Sash was not going to do that. She has pretty good survival, but okay.
Okay, person. Okay,
Screw it.
hold
I'm
on.
spending a spell slot. I'm gonna go hunt for Ustenia.
Does that tell you
Sash pulls
distance?
out something that belongs to him because she probably has something.
Hold on to Sesh.
No! How dare you? How dare you?
Did you just objectify our cleric?
All right, so who's not getting rivified later on? You.
I don't need anything
Speaking
that
of
belongs
which,
to
we
them.
need to
I
buy
can
more
just-
diamonds.
All right, so you cast that for Ustenia. You don't sense him because it's 1,000 foot.
Oh, he's
over
gone.
1,000 feet away.
More than
We need to-
1,000 feet. So, while that's
Yeah,
going on,
I move quick.
He
Yeah.
is Speedy
Yeah.
Boy. He is Speedy Boy.
yeah, which is why,
He's
and
stealthy.
we're in the forest. We're in the forest, which is Rivallon's favorite terrain, so he didn't need to make a check for that. So, Steny, you're in the middle of this clearing, and like things just look awesome.
Oh
Like-
no.
It's amazing how clear everything is. There's nothing out of focus anymore. It's all clear. You must be in the spirit world. Rivallon.
Yeah.
Usteni is like really shaky on his feet right now, and he's just like staring into this clearing. And admittedly, it is very beautiful.
Oh,
Also, I
damn
need you to
good.
make a con check.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I made some rolls. don't
Isaac's
worry
not
about
going to
that.
help. Look,
Con check.
I'm just staying by the campfire. They'll be fine.
19.
Okay, what's your deepest fear?
My deepest fear. As Rivallon
Yes.
or as me?
As Rivallon.
Oh, thank fuck.
Women.
My deepest
Missing
fear.
a target.
Concentrated rejection. Just concentrated rejection.
He just
Oh.
fades into a bar and everyone just looks at him and then immediately goes, nah. And turns away.
What is-
the fear of rejection?
Oh.
No, I'm actually kind of used to that now. Salah's rejected me so fucking many times.
So what is Rivallon's deepest fear?
Peace.
What?
The Anto just gone.
Peace.
Salah. No. Peace.
No, what does he fear the most in his life? And specifically, like physical fear. Like, is it
Physical.
not a non like I fear the oblivion. Like, you know what I mean?
No,
It's
it's
like
I fear the void of space.
yeah. So
Right, what Rivallon's most physical fear? That's not helping in the Anto.
Wolves.
No, not wolves. He's not as scared of wolves. He killed
No,
wolves. with
Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton is what he's talking about.
Wolverhampton. Yes,
Yeah.
the Wolves football team. They scared
Yes,
the crap
like,
out of me. It's the
just-
yellow
just
and the
a
orange
load
and everything.
of-
So,
a load of
shit.
Listen,
skinheads
as a
from the
Wolverhampton
Black Country.
fan, I can tell you they are terrifying me right now with all the shit they're doing.
mean,
I am
that's
actually trying to think here.
It wouldn't be
It is
anything-
hard to think about fears, though, like when you're being
Well, it
played- when
is,
you're
right?
playing
Because you
adventurers.
don't build your
Yeah.
character with like fears in mind or anything like that, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Rivallon's
yeah,
not
no,
going
I
to
get
give a
it.
shit about spiders.
They're also like
He's-
adventurers.
they've
They're
always
kind
been
of
around
supposed to
them.
be brave
Yeah.
and courageous and shit. So
just
Oh,
because
no,
just
Isaac
because you're an
is a
adventurer or
friend
brave
state,
doesn't
mate.
mean you're not
yeah,
brave.
but like you don't tend to think
you
about
can only
that.
be brave in the face of fear.
Losing his
yeah,
sight.
so- Losing his sight. Okay, everything goes black, and you have no eyes to your perception.
Fuck!
So
Ustenia!
I rolled some. You don't hear anything, Ustenia. You're in the spirit world.
Fuck!
So I just need you to roll a D10, Rivallon, and I need you to roll a D10, Ustenia. This is how many hours you're on these trips.
Oh god.
4 hours.
So, Rivallon, you have a.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that tracks. So, Rivallon, you're having a bad trip.
Really?
So, yeah, it starts off with your worst fear ever. It's just you lose sight and you're just like going across. But it's weird because you technically like it's it's your brain not necessarily forming connections. So you think you've lost sight, but you definitely know where you're at. You're not like falling in a ravine or something like that. It's just like this perception that you lost your sight, and you spend that for like about half of your about 2 hours. You're dealing with that.
So I just want to ask here, right? Can I just try and track their tracks? Because like neither of them
We'll
obviously
get to
cared about that.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Pinto saying, "This is why you don't eat the magic mushrooms." Ustinia is having a good night.
Yeah.
He did it for a reason.
Right.
Like,
The Anto said
So-
I should have taken an
He's not a
arrow to the
junkie.
knee.
Arrow to the knee. Well, see, here's the thing. After the
That
sight,
means
after the
getting
sight portion of the bad trip, after
Yeah.
the sight of the bad trip, it gets to the point where you're on the ground on your back in a clearing, like in the middle of the forest, and you get to the point where you feel like you're sinking into the ground forever, and you're just you just start screaming like aloud that you're doing that, which is when the rest of the party figures out where Rivallon is about 4 hours later. As you just catch up to him, because they've been there's no track. There's no because it's hard, it's easy to track something that has agency, like because it's like has like a plan. But you're they're going over their tracks. They're doubling back. It's hard. But you just come across Rivallon, who's just like on the ground, like holding it, like it's moving, and he's just like screaming.
Okay, so
His eyes are dinner plates,
Okay.
just
okay, let me just help a homie out here.
a really bad trip.
Is this a is this technically?
It is definitely
Poisoned?
poison. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
poison.
High
I cast Lesser Restoration on him, and he is no longer under the effects
Okay.
of these shrooms.
So what is quite possibly the worst thing that could have happened is is Lesser Restoration. You go from being full bad trip to clear sober in the less than a second. There's no transitionary period there.
A
So
half
you're
orc and a dragonborn going, "You alright?"
yeah, you just go from "Oh, I don't want to cease to exist. I don't want to morph into the forest."
Hey, Rivallon,
Aye.
you okay?
Yeah.
You don't look it.
I'm
You
fine.
look my colour.
Drink this, and I hand him some
I
water.
don't want to drink
Oh, yeah,
anything.
super,
I do
super
not
bad
want. No. I
Cotton
refuse to
mouth.
take anything that's come out of this fucking forest.
super bad.
I made
cotton
this.
mouth. You've been sweating for 4 hours. Like it's really
It's bad, man. It's bad.
It's bad. Hold on. You're missing a shoe.
Oh, fucking hell.
Do I
No,
see the
I don't
shoe?
know what to ask.
You
Just
you
out
caught
of-
the shoe.
Just
You
out
caught
of
the shoe.
curiosity.
You found it.
Where
Yeah,
the
we
fuck
found
did
the
I
shoe.
get this traffic code?
What's traffic?
Exactly.
You're not there. You said you weren't even. You know,
No, I'm
you're
not.
not there.
Traffic
You're back in the
makes sense,
campsite.
babe. It's
Isaac's
suspenders
reading.
that it's-
Isaac
it makes no
just-
sense.
Isaac's having a really chill morning.
Yeah, he's just sipping some
He's just
tea
reading
somewhere.
a novel. He's
Yeah,
just
I've got
reading.
tea. I've got
Yeah.
tea. I'm sat up listening to the bird song.
Well, there's no birds. It's been raining cats and dogs all
Oh,
day.
okay.
So,
You're probably
So-
sitting
Oh, I'm listening
inside
to the sound
reading.
of the rain. I'm
Yeah.
at the edge of the. I'm
It's
at the edge of the mound. listening to the
ASMR.
rain, reading. Yeah, brilliant.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like the
Hearing-
sound of
hearing
rain and then the
coffee
opposite.
So
Off in the distance, just going,
Ustenia.
oh, Rivallon's having a bad trip.
Yeah. So Ustenia.
Your trip.
So yeah, Ustenia. Yeah, I mean, see, here's the thing. You feel like you don't feel like you're high. That's the result of a natural one on this. So you're probably the worst person. you're a very inebriated person that feels they're totally in control with themselves.
I can drive, I swear.
Yeah, you
Officer.
think you're fine. You
While
think you're
you're-
fine.
While you're
You think you're
shumbling.
totally sober and in the
I've
spirit
seen
world.
the effects of that with one of my pals. Was like we was really like drinking, and he wasn't really a drinker. But we at the
I'm
time we
fine.
were. The rest of us were. And he was like, "No, I'm fine." And he's like, "None of us thought he was pissed. Like he seemed perfectly normal."
Until
And
he
then he
stood
stood up.
up. Now,
So,
was it the
Yeah, man.
halfway up goes over, or was it got the whole way up? I'm fine.
Oh my god. Isaac rolled a really
so-
good religion check. Everyone fucking run for the
Yeah.
hills.
For no reason. So Ustenia, you
But I mean,
the rest.
okay.
the
Let
rest
me,
of the
let me hold on. high as an absolute. I am like beyond.
You are the most you could be. This is a.
Yeah.
This was you made
Could
a.
that
You
not
rolled a 1.
possibly be same as being on the tainted things that I might actually have a vision of God?
Unfortunately, no.
No.
you downed a handful of mushrooms in a random forest somewhere, and you like
Your god is
These
looking
aren't-
down at you like, bro,
this
what the
isn't-
fuck, man?
this isn't treated or anything like that. There was a chance of that to happen, but you did not roll the die you needed to roll for that. And so it's just you feel great. You feel perfectly fine. You're in a
The die you
beautiful.
told me to roll. If there was a different die I should have rolled, I would have rolled it. You told me what die to
See, that's the kind of thing you would be saying right now.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
that's a
but here's
high
the thing.
person's way of thinking.
Yeah, here's the thing, Ustenia, it's not even raining to you. Like it's just a beautiful, clear day. The sun is out. For some reason you feel a little cold. You decide to just trek. Just trek through this. Maybe you have to find your god again. Maybe it's got to be near some water. You seem to like
Or if there's
fishing.
a pond where he's fishing.
Yeah. So that's what you spend 8 hours doing. You spend hold on. You spend 8 hours doing that. That was actually very good evasion checks I just made for. You spend 8 hours doing that while Sesh and the rest of the party are tracking your drunken ramblings as you ramble across the forest.
Where is
Intel-
your boyfriend?
And
At this
Ustenia,
moment, he is not my boyfriend.
He's doing this for
Ustenia,
Come on.
I am moments away from yeeting this man into the ocean.
So Ustenia, the next point in time your brain makes long-term memories is when you are, is when you,
I like how Roach is the sober dude here. He
He's
doesn't
so-
drink, doesn't do anything like that.
So
And he
high,
knows full
forgot
well
how
this
to
is
think.
Duo again, going off on either getting.
I'm
hammered or
trying
getting
my
high
best to
together.
describe what's happening as somebody who has not experienced it.
Hey,
You're doing it
like,
really
what
well.
happens- Like the amount of solvents in that workshop, you don't know what happens.
That's
really don't.
actually that is actually very true. Some of that glue is
Ooh,
it's got it's very potent. Yes.
kicks like
I'm
a
also
mule,
apparent-
man.
I'm also apparently one of the minority of the human population who actually likes the smell of plastic solvent.
So do
glue.
I. No, I like
It's,
it. As
it
well.
smells like lemons to me. It's great, but I can't like. Yeah. So,
What about
Ustenia,
the
the next
glues that
time.
you use, the brick stick, it sort of certain kinds of those had that weird, almost like cherry
Yeah,
bacon smell.
Yeah, it's I use plastic. Plastic.
I'm one of those people that also
Plastowells.
thinks ammonia smells like gravy. So like,
Oh god, no, I can't stand that. But either way, so Stenny, the next time you remember things is when you are in the middle of a babbling brook, on your back, in like that, like it's deep enough that there's like a center bit where there might like if you imagine like a rut, but it's just like it's a little bit above water. Your feet are in everything below your knee is kind of like in cold. It's like mountain water, essentially, like cold, clear water, and you wake. Well, you technically didn't wake, but you come around, and there is just a deer licking your the side of your face.
Aww.
No, that's happening.
And Estonia looks at it and goes, "Ooh, lunch."
Ooh, dinner. I am so thirsty right now.
Damn it! I did not see God.
Well, maybe the deer
Um,
is God.
Maybe the deer is God. Are you God?
Uh-oh.
That's the deer's reaction. It just takes its headphones
Just
off.
takes that out and walks out.
Yeah, just takes off the antlers and leaves.
oh dear.
That would be funny though.
It would be funny if it wasn't for the fact I think the deer has actually just gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Just
He may have had something on the door. Or who
Maybe, yeah. Something like that.
Possibly.
I'm guessing that might be a delivery. Like he's got one
Yeah.
of those doorbell text things.
Ah, like the
Or
ring.
or his
that
dad's like,
update
hey,
thing
I
is
need some
pissing
help
me
down
off.
here.
Yeah.
As long as it's not a weather warning, I would like to.
I don't
God
think
has
his
left the
dad's from the
chat.
south,
Yes, he
though,
has.
is he?
God has actually left the freaking chat.
God has left the
I
server.
just I rolled a 23 on my religion check, so we'll see how that goes. While
We should all run for the hills with that roll, by the way. That's
Well,
like
I did it while none of you were around.
Hey, there you go. That's how you do it. We just don't need to be around. That's how you do it. It's like, hey guys, I rolled really well on religion. Didn't see it though.
I do have half a plan for.
Like the
after we
for
get
me.
back up
Did
to
you
summer.
know? Did you really?
Yes. I'm trying to fix my computer at the moment.
Oh god. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
he's
not
gone,
good.
gone. Oh, there he is.
Everyone
Hello.
reaches for their phones and messages, right?
Hope you're okay, Roach.
Maybe it was a weather warning,
Maybe.
and he's on his phone now. I'm keeping an eye on the chats.
God, Roach looks like he's in real bad shape now.
What time is it where Roach lives right now?
Let me check.
He's 6
News?
hours behind us.
4 o'clock.
He's because he's Central
Oh.
Time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's gone completely now.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, there's an actual, like, apparently there's just been a weather warning. I just Googled it, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah. And if I'm reading this right, it's actually fairly close to where he is.
It's
I think. Oh, he's speaking.
Can you hear me?
Hi.
Yes.
yeah. Hi.
Okay, that was weird.
You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Can't see you.
I haven't turned my camera on yet because I was waiting
Okay.
to see if it crashed out. Give me a second.
Oh, could you not hear us or see us or something?
No.
Because you just got up and left the table for us.
Yeah.
you
Oh
were
no,
just-
everything stopped.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Everything's
We were because you looked at your phone first. We were worried it was like a weather warning.
Yeah.
Oh no, if I would tell you guys if that. No, literally I could not see you guys moving. Everything stopped, and then I exited and came back in to see if something was wrong with my connection, because basically I got a no root error and I just kept trying to reconnect over and over again. I guess
Okay.
that's weird. So no, I'm fine. No, there's
Good.
nothing going on.
Good to hear
It's-
you're okay.
It is a balmy, sunny day out. It is fine. So yeah, no. What I was trying to say before. So Stenya, you awake in a babbling brook, your lower extremities inside of the cold water, and you feel a deer just licking the side of your face. And in the microseconds after that, you start remembering things. So, to your perspective, you spent it was a great day. Just you talked to the spirit of a tree for a while. And
Asking
it was
him
very
where
kno-
God was.
Yeah, it was very knowledgeable. I mean, you can't remember exactly what it said anymore, but it seemed pretty poignant at the time. You felt comforted, and you followed its directions, and then you came across a great spirit of a rock that you fought and killed in single combat, which you knew at the time was a challenge to see your god. And after defeating that rock, you began to follow a path laid out directly for you in the forest to him, and you got right to the water's edge, and you knew you had to step into it to be cleansed of various things. You're not exactly sure what things. It was kind of implied. You believe, it's hard to tell now. And you came back into the real world right as you dunked your head into the water, and now you're here, in the middle of the forest, in a stream. The rest of you, while you've been following him. Like, it's hard to keep up with him, but there's
Just a
you can tell.
rampage.
Yeah, you can tell for a period of time he was like sitting next to like a fern tree, for a period of time, and somehow he must have gotten he must have gotten some ink from somebody, and he drew like a smiley face on the big like leaves there, and they're just there, like poorly drawn. And then he got up at some point. You come across a clearing that has what's left of a turkey in it, as it looks like it was cleaved in twain by a giant axe at some point.
That was the rock.
Yeah. And then you follow through what is the most like thick, untrodden path you can. Like he he must have been like using the axe and bits and his to like break the thickets and thorn bushes and everything to move until you find like getting up from the water and just like
The stream of swear words in Draconic is just never ending when Sesh sees him. Just swear words.
Rivallon understands her.
Yep. He's like, damn, that's colorful. Fuck.
yeah.
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's as bad as I am.
Yeah, so that's
Who did? I did not meet God.
I like reach down and pick him up by like the breastplate and just drag him out of the river.
No, but you met a turkey.
What turkey?
The one you cleaved.
You'll
in half.
see. You'll see,
That
Justine.
didn't find a
You'll
turkey.
see, Justine. You'll see. You'll see.
Found
hon.
lunch.
You'll see.
I'm gonna message.
Like to
Isaac.
reiterate, you all watched us. You was watching us. You knew what the plan was.
Isaac's
Why
been
are you
given a full
behaving like
day
I've
off
done
at this
something
point. It's
awfully
great.
terribly wrong?
Oh yeah, it's 2 in the
Oh,
afternoon.
Uh,
It's actually no,
God.
it'd be closer to 4 in the afternoon at this point.
While the peyote journey has been going on,
Yeah.
can Isaac try to do a contact?
Sure,
He's already rolled for it.
you did.
23.
But you're rolling against something that you.
I know.
recognize. Yeah, so I just gotta check to see. Ooh, buddy.
And I'm willing to roll my favored by the gods as well, which will add another 2d4.
You're gonna need to, because I just rolled.
Cool.
I just rolled.
Roll good. Roll good.
It's gonna need a. You're gonna need a bit. You're gonna need a bit. So roll high.
Well, Damn
I
it.
know. I know.
They
I know.
both just flipped off of the roll board.
Give it a minute. Give it a minute. It'll take some time, but
Because
they'll
I
hit-
kind
they'll
of threw
hit
them
the
a little
void.
bit too high. They both bounced and hit the sides of the screen rather than the roll board, is what I'm saying.
Oh, well then you got.
They
Well,
kinda
no,
s-
no, there's one. There's a 4.
No,
No, that was already there.
That
Oh,
that was my guidance.
re-roll it then. Re-roll the 2d4 because they.
Damn it, because that was 2 4s.
Yeah, figure it out. You need a bit, buddy.
Okay, it happened again and nothing happened.
Roll it one at a time.
It
Maybe
might have been
D4s are-
it might have been the internet thing, maybe from your end, right?
Oh.
Oh, maybe it is. Hold on. Let me see here. I'm gonna have to restart then. Let me. Back.
Oh yeah, we've just been kicked out.
No, it's because I backed out.
Yeah, because
But it
I
might
think
be a
might have
hiccup.
been-
It was a
there.
weird. It was a weird connection thing. I guess
Mhm.
there maybe was some sort of problem. Some end. That was weird because you all stopped moving. All your webcams froze. I heard no sound. I had a red bar on my video connection.
You see,
I
I
watched
cracked
you
a
walk
really
away
good
from the
joke.
screen.
You see, the thing is, as well as I cracked a joke about it because I was like, God takes the deer takes off his headphones because he is God and walks away.
So the deer takes off its antlers, puts them down.
Walks
and then
away.
walks away.
Yeah.
Yeah, gets up on 2 legs and then just walks away.
No, it was yeah, no, it was just that, and I went to go use the bathroom because I I want to. I was
Why
thinking
as well?
about like I got the phone out because I was thinking about maybe I should join back, but I got some time. Might as well use the bathroom and then
Love
see
it.
if it fixed itself. Okay,
Right.
now the game's back up. And then you'll re-roll. And we'll see.
Technical
we'll see what you got,
difficulties. I apologize.
because you had a 19 plus 4 was your
I got-
was your
yeah.
current roll. Yeah, and then you have to roll. Yeah.
2d4.
Your
Well, annoying because a 19 is a 14. Like, I never roll high on a religion check.
This is the one time it ever happened.
And it's
Yeah.
not gonna be
I'm
enough.
gonna tell you, you need a high roll because I rolled against.
Well, no, that's
the-
what I'm saying. This isn't a high roll. I've just got a good bonus.
Yeah,
I mean,
so you just need to kind
rolled
of stack
two
another.
19s.
Yeah, you need a good stack.
She's
of a
not there though,
bonus,
is she?
I am not there.
honestly.
Yeah, it
Oh,
kinda
this
affected
is
that
this
way.
is just what Isaac kind of came to it while he was like 2 hours in. They're not back yet. Let's be efficient.
There's a chance they're dead. I don't know.
We just never come back. We just leave Isaac there. We just go.
Just never come back.
He may never notice.
Yeah, to be honest, maybe.
After a day, Isaac would be like,
Isaac's starting building a
Okay.
cabin out here.
So I think Isaac would just. Well, no, he'd wait to try and see if Salah turned up, and then he and Salah would probably go join the army. To get this shit done. Well, they're all dead. Okay.
Well, damn.
What happened
I'm
again?
in.
They took drugs.
Steny and Rivallon
Dude.
took some dank shrooms.
Okay.
And let me
The
tell you,
ladies went to
That's
find
it.
them and never came
So what's the
back.
full total?
29, right? Yeah.
29 versus a heavenly gate. That rolled a 19 plus its bonuses. It's not enough, buddy.
I'm really beginning to hate this when it does
It's
this.
not enough. You needed one. You needed one more. Honestly, you did. It
I'll
I'll let you know. You needed one more. The DC because you're rolling against a prison of heaven to get in contact with certain things.
No,
It's a big
it's
one.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah, it's a hard
It's
roll.
fine. I'm
It's
not
fine.
using that for combat today. I've got a full day off.
Yeah.
I actually only need a short rest to get that one back, so I can essentially just
Do it again.
get
it-
that.
Do it again.
Yeah.
At the end of the whole thing.
There's a reason she hasn't contacted you either, is because she has to roll
Yeah.
very well for things to,
Yeah, that's
to
fine.
go. So yeah,
Well,
it's a
I
hard
was
one.
gonna, yeah. That's
Okay, so I'm dragging Ustenia by
what
the
if I wanted to
breastplate
talk to the
back.
Ottoman? Just as
If you wanted to talk to the hold on, because you're technically a heretic.
You're technically a heretic now.
Yeah.
So Isaac, how does
But hang-
heresy feel?
But here's the thing: heresy is on a planier level. I'm not a heretic up there.
I mean,
You are to
Listen.
management.
yeah.
Oh, to be fair, the middle management. It's just
They are the
okay.
middle
I'll-
management who wanted you to
it would
stop.
be.
like-
They would have to want to talk to you for that. to
Yeah.
work.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
They'd have to want to
Um,
talk to you, and that.
And I'm sure they
they've-
would just come to me then.
they have felt that it is not indicative or inducive to just speak with you anymore.
So, Otton house tricks.
They're sending you like emails with to whom it may concern. They're not. You're still.
I'm surprised I'm
Yeah.
still on the mailing list.
Yeah, you're being CC'd and everything.
I love the idea that Asmars just get on a divine mailing list and like prayers come through like in email or like a summary of like a monthly summary of
Like Bruce
prayers. comes
Almighty.
through and, like
Bruce
no,
Almighty.
but no, it's not like the individual prayers. It's like here's the things that happened. It's like as a company holiday. It's like we're going to the fields of Elysium for a 2-week staycation to do on team building exercises.
I will say-
One, I hate
And
the
we will
word
give you a
staycation.
thunderstorm.
Yeah, one, I hate the word staycation, and two, team building exercises are never fun.
Agreed.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that.
Isaac,
Um,
I will just say, don't forget Mog's got Plan C.
Yeah,
Pulls out
well,
shroom.
No.
Well, because she might know.
Gets it out of your hands.
She might know the Fields of Blood shit. Was my thinking.
That's fine.
Ah, fair. Yeah. I'm dragging Justinia back along his like path, but in a much straighter line.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now that now that two groups have traversed it, it's a little easier, that final path. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, Justinia, it's a
What's
lot
he doing
less
at the back?
straight. It's a lot less straight than you remember, and it's
Yeah.
it's also not gilded, and like you seem to recall it was like gravel path, but like it's just
Remember
like
any
thorn
of
bushes
this.
and thickets and thorn bushes and stuff. You know, the little bits of fur from some of your clothes
This
are
place
stuck.
is very different in the spirit world.
Yeah, you can see the fucking thing.
Rivallon, hold me back and put to murder this man, please. Please.
No, I'm still recovering from the
But
bad trip.
again, I reiterate, you all knew the plan. Why are you treating me like I'm in some sort of trouble?
You're never getting high ever again. I swear. Bam.
So, is this like the kebab trip?
No, the kebab trip was fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At least the kebab trip was fun.
Yeah.
This is just
I got this
annoying.
really great idea, right? What we do is we get Arwen, right? We get one of the suits made for him, and we get him to go in. It's like, it's the middle of the night.
So when you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
heading back to the front of the the mound, Isaac's got a pot of tea brewing on an open fire. He's pulled a log to make himself like a little seat. He and it's just like, which is like cleaned up some of the rubble around, like it's really neat.
He's
and I've
busybodied
just-
himself.
I've just completely busybodied myself. I reorganized all the spell components I had
Potted
from multiple
around.
satchels. You found like it's just that there's cups of tea waiting for anyone who would want them. It's just
Sesh
What's
picks up
in it?
tea, puts some rum in it, and then drinks it. Just downs it in one go. Just thank you, Isaac, and then gives you the
anyone
tea.
got
Pot back.
prestidigitation to dry out these two?
Yeah.
Thaumatology.
done.
Yeah.
I've got prestidigitation as well. So
Yep.
Did you say thaumatology? It's
thaumatology. It's like a mixology.
Yeah.
Cleric mixology.
Hey, Sesh could do that. That'd be kind of cool.
No, just because of all the stuff that I was saying. I actually am a cantrip monkey. I've got so many cantrips.
Cantrip monkey.
I hate it.
Oh.
So
Cantrip monkey sounds like an Etsy store.
It does actually.
it definitely is an Etsy store.
If it wasn't before, we just said it is now.
Somebody's got that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, you arrive. It is the afternoon now. It's like, I said it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You
Let's
lost the
go
morning
to
and
the hold fast tomorrow. Rivallon, have you got those papers?
Yes, and I can read them now because I can see.
Do you want to
Yes,
split them, or do
please.
you want to just look through them yourself?
No, it's fine. I don't give a damn if anything's in there that's rich or famous or has, like, I don't know, a princess who needs saving or something like that. Just let me know, as long as she's good looking.
Okay, cool.
I have
Is there a
a
report
possible.
stating that
I-
the wanted princess is in another castle?
Moggrith, did you ever meet my aunt?
No.
No, when you went on the previous drugs trip, I wasn't with you. You were with the bard,
Hmm.
who's now a
We didn't even have the
professor.
bard at the time, I don't think.
Yeah, he's really a professor.
Yeah.
Professor of
I
getting in
fancy
trouble with
yours.
his, getting in trouble with his students.
He's
Why?
a bullshit professor. Master's degree in lies.
I was just wondering. I was hoping we could maybe contact my aunt because I believe
met
she
your
had
aunt,
some.
Isaac.
We should had. Well, if we can find a way to contact her, she might have some information about the fields.
Sending has a 5% chance of failing when going across planes, so I could try
contact
that.
Another plane of existence.
Do you need to know the?
That would probably help. Do you have a picture of her, or? Oh,
Hmm.
I can't.
Do I have a picture of an angel? That works. I like the idea of, do I have it starts thinking the picture like subconsciously, and you just see the picture of her. You see a Deva of darker complexion, dark brown hair. Just instead of a solid white pupil, it's a solid like burning brown, which sort of emanates a glow. Might be a theme with the name Haziel.
Oh goodness, I've never seen one.
She's quite impressive.
I've only cast it on Isaac. The Bond. Oh, Mitch Mom!
Hey,
Midge Mom! Midge Mom! Midge Mom!
It's just-
We can't see you properly, Midge Mom! There she is! Sorry.
Sorry.
Interesting.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? 66 psychic damage. That's the worst that can happen, and it's to me.
Well, I discovered what's the worst that can happen in decisions.
Having your girlfriend be pissed at you.
So, yeah. Go ahead and. So, what are you doing?
Before I
What
cast
specifically?
this, think
Right.
of 5 questions that you want to ask her, Isaac, because they can be yes or no answers.
That doesn't really help.
It is if you ask the right question.
Is the Field of Blood a specific place? Is Paylor planning on intervening? Or can they give a don't know? Is it yes, no, don't
Yes.
know, or is it?
Yeah, they can give non-committal, or they can give if they don't know, they don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Are we on the right path? Are Sala's intentions good? We've got one more, haven't we?
Yeah.
Have you got the family
you
recipe for pasta?
Are you doing okay?
Aww.
Holy pasta.
Do you got
Okay.
Grandma's recipes somewhere written down? That'd be great.
Yeah.
DM.
I missed your carbonara. It was fantastic.
I cast.
Alright.
Sesh, this may hurt me. Can I Can you bless me a little bit?
Is it
It's a
like a
save.
save?
I need
Oh,
to
I'll
make a
just give
save.
you. I'll give you guidance then, because it can be any D20 roll, I believe.
What type of save could we fortify her
Intelligence.
intellect?
I've already got proficiency on intelligence saving throws.
Yeah.
the,
but an
I
extra
could.
What's
D4
this-
is always handy.
What's the spell you're looking at to
Contact
cast
other
again?
plane.
Contact other plane. Yep. Check this. Need to have it open.
It is
'Cause divination
Fox's
spells
Cunning. So yeah, I cast Fox's Cunning on Mog. She now
That
has
gives me
advantage on
advantage.
everything based on intelligence.
So saves and ability
Checks and spells,
Nice.
skills, anything.
To be fair, I've got a 19 I can use.
You have 2 19s you can use.
I do.
Yeah.
I'll probably use a 19.
Maybe. By the way, Sesh has like pulled out a piece of stone and is carving like Isaac's silhouette into it.
Right.
She used to do that back when she had more time, but now we're sitting there waiting. So
So you need to Okay, yeah. So you need to go ahead and make a saving throw.
Intelligence.
DC 15.
I risk it. Do I just roll the 19? Do I just say the 19?
You've got
What's
advantage.
your bonus?
Got advantage, and you've got your other stuff. That you've got the
Isaac
guidance.
can technically cast guidance on you as well, so you'd have advantage and a D4.
Yep. No, don't. Not the dice.
Okay.
Twice
I'll
on
do it
my
with advantage.
be a little
Intelligence
gremlin.
save.
Stop being a little gremlin.
You might need those 19s in case something tries to interfere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16.
16.
I mean,
well,
I made
you already
it,
beat it.
Just.
Yeah, you already beat it, but just. But yeah, that was close. Okay. There's one. Well, insane. Okay.
I
So
am
that. Oh wow!
trying
If
to
you failed, you
contact-
would have taken psychic damage and been insane. That's great.
66. I am trying to contact Haziel, the Palorian Deva, Aunt of Isaac.
Okay, so they can only give certain
Yes.
one
that's
word
why I've had
answers.
yes or no questions.
Yeah, so it's only one word answers. And they can only say yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant, or unclear. No, stop being a little. It's like a 5-year-old. No, the dice aren't for you.
No. I just wanted my chin scratched.
Yeah. Okay, so you feel there's a connection. No. He keeps bringing his paw over to try and.
I've still got worries on, so Isaac can still hear everything.
Yeah, here, but there's no sight. It's just it's an audio
That's
experience. So yeah. What was the specific question? Start at number 1. Number 1.
Behind door number 1, we have.
Is the field of blood a specific place?
Answer number 1 is.
The person you're trying to contact is no longer available.
I don't know.
Okay.
Behind door number 2.
Is Paylor planning on intervening?
Answer number 2 is.
I'm guessing I don't know.
Unclear.
Behind question number 3.
Are we on the right path?
Answer number 3.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm giving you what
This
I've
was
got. No.
so worth it.
Question number
Okay.
4, people.
Are Salah's intentions good?
Answer number 4.
Hold on. When was the last time you saw her?
Who, Salah?
Just
No. No, Haziel.
fuck if I remember.
You
God.
saw her in jail. It was about a month
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Not a month
No,
ago? Okay.
it was we were with the army. It was when we were with the army.
Yeah.
Got it. So I don't know who that is.
Excellent.
And the question number 5, people.
Are you doing okay?
Answer number 5.
If you say I don't know, I'm going to jump through that spirit realm and kick the shit out of you, woman.
Well, she has 5 one-word answers or a short phrase, a very short phrase. So she's going to go with irrelevant.
And that has been 5 questions with Haziel.
I can't
Tune in
give you
next
what
time
I don't
for-
got.
For even less
What I don't
information.
got.
Tune in next time for answers that might actually help you.
Look,
She's been
was worth
stuck
a try.
year in
Worth a
prison.
try. If you've got an angel on your side, ask
Yeah,
questions.
you know.
Well, apparently
Yeah.
we don't know if we have.
So,
Or it might be irrelevant.
yeah. So what
Or
was the
unclear.
it was the documents, right? You were wanting to check and see what the documents were.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was job number 2 for
Got it. So you just have a big old stack of documents. From what you can tell, it's a mix of Elven and Common writing with a few Dwarvish in there mixed in here and there. And what you can see is it is a large stack of things that provide property rights for various buildings and cities. There is some stock options for the Silver Sand Company in these forms. So you got about
Nice.
it looks like you got about 3 or 4 papers that give
Money.
they give something like you'd say 20 or 30 shares of Silver Sand. It's not a lot, but you'd have to go to an
Money.
exchange somewhere to get like the exchange rate of them. But these are like the bonds for that. There's a couple of, like I said, a couple of property papers here. They are specifically in his name. It's not just like the bearer of this document owns the building at blankety blank address. It's like specifically his name, so it's not like you can just well, these are mine now kind of thing.
That's okay.
Yeah. So there's that. There's a couple of there's some correspondence between him and various groups. Groups such as let's see here, such as the Ethereal Band mercenary company. Apparently, he at some point did business and purchased a company of them for
They're
his
not the ones we
northern-
worked with, are they?
No.
No, and they spent, and apparently this was like a couple of years ago. He's kept the correspondence, about 3 or 4 between him and the leader of the central office that kind of have exchanged, and they're talking about like compensatory rates, etc. There is.
We use the Reynard company. I'm
yeah.
adequately familiar with them now.
Yes.
Yeah. There is a there's another one that's talking about a more recent group. It is a gang, which you get a sense of, that operate in a large city on the western continent, like the continent over the Strait of Flowers. They are called the Ice Tears, and they seem to be trafficking in some sort of illegal substance, and he had some sort of finger in that organization. Let's see here. There are 3 or 4. Actually, no. There's 3 separate military like martial laws that were like drafted. That are drafted right now. That looked like he could have passed them if needed be. Things like minor things, like it doesn't make a lot of sense. Stuff like a law that dictates that all found guilty of negligent homicide in farming accidents are due punishment by a moderate fine paid directly to the central agency within their local area, so like town magistrate, etc. That is then paid to the military governor. Things like that. It looks like a lot of money making schemes, a lot of fines there.
Yeah, typical.
Stuff like that. One of them that specifically says that anybody found guilty of preventing the governor from exercising his duties shall be punished with up to a term of 5 years of indentured servitude paid to state. Things like that.
Bitch.
So
He's a nice guy. What did I tell you?
He is the king of scuzz.
So things like that. It's a lot of documents, things. Doesn't look like this looks like it was where he filed stuff because he didn't trust it anywhere else. Yeah. And there's no like
old and in Elvish.
Old and in Elvish. Let's check.
Like a century or so old.
No. It looks like the farthest backdated thing is about 80 years ago. is what you can tell, and it doesn't look like anything here is like unfinished. Everything here is just waiting, like it's all like been stamped or ready to go or signed, and it's just this is either it needs to go out and be like proclaimed, or it's just storage. Doesn't look like he kept anything that they didn't need in the area, in that specific like safe. So
Okay, well,
either he had a different place or he destroyed them upon not needing them anymore. So yeah.
Bounty evidence makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, and there's another one of the laws was specifically it is a law dictating all those found guilty destroying, counterfeiting, or otherwise using alternative official than the official currency will face punishment by a short term of indentured servitude.
he wanted slaves for his estate. Okay,
Like that.
so
So that's what you get. So you can put if you want to keep things that are useful, you can put down in the party sheet or in one of your guys' inventory, you can put down 30 shares silver sand stock. Is like that is monetary value. And then the rest you can just have random government paperwork.
I mean, there'll be stuff in his handwriting, so
Isaac, I have a question.
Go for
You,
it.
as an Inquisitor, would have had to like learn handwriting, right? Like proper destitute handwriting to sign your official orders and decrees, right?
Yeah. Somewhat.
How's your forgery?
I think I've already forged something in this campaign, haven't I?
Yes,
I think you
have.
have, yeah, but I don't remember
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah, I don't remember. Did you copy the king's signature of the Kalan dynasty?
No, I thought no, it was something. No, I'm thinking this was Dwarven Freeholds. This was a long time ago.
Oh yeah, I
This
think
might
it
have
was
even
some-
been before Seth joined the party, I think.
was it?
Yes.
Sorry, Red Moogle, fan of the show. Was it the permit to get for the guy, the supervisor of the mine, so you could go into the mine and do the investigations, and that was when
It might have been
Power
Yeah.
killed that guard.
Red. Your memory.
That's good. That's good. I think half the people are here right now weren't even around during that part.
I
of the
would
game.
definitely
Red Moogle,
was.
fan of the show.
Wasn't. I wasn't, but I definitely remember listening to that on the podcast, which
Yeah,
hasn't
that was
existed.
the one
that was
where I
Aliens.
got that stupidly hard kill, and everyone went, "Oh, this is stupid. Don't go for this shot." And you
Natural
killed it.
Oh, yeah.
20 through the eye.
Natural 20 through smoke and it exploded. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
three. It was
yeah,
like a
that
That
three
was also
quarter
the
cover
first
as
time
well,
you
wasn't it?
saw Isaac's wings. That was also the first
Yeah.
time you saw Isaac's
Yeah.
wings.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
the question still stands. How's your forgery?
His forgery is freaking good.
Medium. Depends how much details I have.
You forged before?
Like before. Yes, nudes must and all of that.
Listen, as much as he would like to say he is a just man who's never done anything wrong, he's an Inquisitor. Anyway.
Oh no, no hell! Like at this point, if it's for the greater good, I'm happy with breaking a few eggs.
Greater good.
The greater,
The greater good.
Stop it!
saying the greater good.
The greater
The
good.
greater good.
It's okay, Andy. It's just Polynese.
What do you
Okay.
mean the greater good?
The greater good.
What I was thinking was, you could write maybe a letter or a will, shall we say, in this man's hand to state that he has left everything to us as a company.
No, not to us.
No, no,
To
no, no.
Rivallon.
Well, I think that's going to have messed with the already Viva the Revolution. Do you hear the people sing? Viva the Revolution.
Viva la Revolution.
slowly rising smoke on the horizon.
I just,
Yeah.
while you weren't here, guys, there was 5 people, very nice people, rolling a guillotine down this path. And I
Was it sharp at least, though, is the question.
I mean, we're
no-
several
well,
days away. They're going to take a while to get there.
I mean, who said it? He had a vast tracts of land, and there's obviously bailiffs all around. And I mean, it had a beautiful new lick of paint on it. I think.
It's red.
I feel like
Listen,
we'd screw with those things too much.
I was hoping we could maybe make some use of these land permits if we can figure out a way to do that. There's no point in them sitting somewhere empty.
Well, I can make myself look like him.
That would really complicate things, I think.
Probably. But only if they know that he has been...
Can
revolted
somebody check
against.
in with Salah?
Yep. Hey, Salah, how's things? Just checking in, making sure you're okay. Ustini and Rivallon got high and it's delayed our travel by a day, but we should still be on time.
Yeah, really wish you wouldn't like say that I got high and that's the reason. You know, just a thought maybe. Due to the fact the reason we were on this little side trip was so I could deal with my past.
And now you're adding to the future by getting high.
No,
Solid snark.
It was
Solid
the
snark
tempted
breaks through space
spiritual-
and time. And what would you call it? What would you call it?
It wasn't a tempted spiritual journey. Wasn't this just taking drugs for the fun of it?
yeah, exactly. Like, I was trying to support my buddy here. Thanks a lot. Yeah,
So
just because you've got a problem with your
Listen,
boyfriend.
I don't
getting high.
appreciate you supporting my boyfriend's bad habit.
So, you send the message.
Minus the bit about getting high.
No, including
No,
that bit.
no, the hand left the chess piece, so it already happened. You don't get anything back.
We don't.
fuck.
We'll try
Sesh gives
again
it like a
tomorrow.
minute.
She may not be able to talk. We'll try again tomorrow morning. And if
Can't-
we don't
can't
get
you-
an answer
can't
then,
you-
we'll head towards her.
It's all mental.
Can you divine her?
I could.
Can Mog look?
Oh, scry.
Scrying.
Yeah,
yeah.
Scry.
yeah. Mog can scry.
Because then you can check if it's a
Okay. Right, scrying. There's a save that goes with that, right?
DC.
don't they- It starts with the base D.
Wisdom
Well, it starts
DC.
with a. Yeah, it's a wisdom. It's a base DC, isn't it?
And hang on, because I know who she is.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with her.
Yeah.
I've got a picture,
Yeah.
so it's -7 because I know the target well, and I have a picture because I had a picture from before.
Right. So, you're familiar with targets. It's a -5 to their roll, and you have a -2. So that's a full. So that's a -7 to whatever they rolled against your spell save DC,
Which is 17.
which 17. Okay. So, just give me a second here.
Because
So
of
wisdom
fancy
save.
robes.
Yeah.
Fancy robes.
Fancy.
Fancy.
All right, so that's just it's a flat -5 because she has a +2 to this for wisdom. So I'm just gonna it works out to a -5 to whatever she rolls. Okay, so yeah, you go ahead and you scry. So what you come upon is Sala is covered in mud. She's got mud on her face that's been applied there.
Arnie and Predator.
She is in the middle of the forest, and she has how many horses is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5
6.
horses. 6 horses that are all lying down around her. She's got the reins like in one hand, and she's just like on her belly looking out, and you can hear like the sound of like hoof beats, and she's in the middle of a forest somewhere, and she's got her sword and her gun, and she's just she stays there for a period of time before she starts. How long do you scry for? Is it the full time?
The full time, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, it's 5 minutes after that. You can see her. She gets up in like a half crouch, like with no sound, and she is oddly enough, the horses make less noise than you would think they would normally, and she is guiding the horses through the forest like as a group, at like a walk, for a period of time, and that goes on for another 5 minutes before things go back to your current, like your normal view, the full
She's being
scry.
chased. She has passed without trace. But she is definitely being
You have
followed.
You have no idea how fucked she is as a class because you killed her dragon. How many spell slots she lost.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was trying to kill us.
She went from so many options. She has one cast a day of a spell.
Maybe I should have gotten with her. That counts, right?
She's got one cast of one thing, and she's got so many options, but no cast. She's like She's like a warlock on
But
like
worse.
even pull the back like bad.
Because at least warlocks get their spell slots back after they have a short nap in the afternoon.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what you saw. She's gone full native, and she's just like covered herself in mud. And if any of your horses are lighter colored, they're also covered in mud.
I think I bought
is-
the war
hope is
horse
lighter.
in.
Yeah, if any of them are bays or anything like that, they're just covered in mud. She's gonna cover them in
All right. So, where is she?
A full horse, I'm rich man.
I don't know
tribe.
exactly. In a forest on our way here.
She's
I'm
not
going.
captured.
Okay, well, you said you had a rendezvous point, which was the holdfast, which you still have
Yeah.
not made any actual appreciable progress towards.
Yep.
Yeah, but we thought we had 6 days.
We do. Because Sala is still on the move. She hasn't been caught yet.
So, what would you all like to do? You have, well, actually, you have a couple of hours before
Nighttime.
dark. Yeah, dark.
I'm going to get moving towards Salah. She's got to be coming from the north, so.
All right. So, are you spending what's left of the day traveling, and then at night camping?
May as well. We've got,
we've got to try and
none
rescue
of our
it,
gear,
yeah.
all our gear's with the horses. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I guess we're going then.
Yeah. So you spend the rest of the day going. It
Mate, I've
is
got-
a slow journey because you are on foot and it is still pissing rain.
Mm.
Has not stopped today at all. You camp out. I'm gonna need survival. I'm gonna need a survival check from somebody because
Hey.
you don't have tents. Like I'm
I have.
I'm gonna say that like you were going in trying to be quiet and everything like that, even if you didn't have your tent on you. I mean, that's a big thing.
I
It's like,
have
even if it's
proficiency,
weight,
so I'm
but-
going to give Rivallon advantage, and I'm also going to give him guidance.
Okay, so roll another one of those survivals and roll a D4 on
default.
top of that.
Yeah.
On top of that, and whichever one's the highest, take that.
20 and a
94.
D4.
All right.
22.
You find actually a pretty nice spot. You had, I'm assuming, because you've spent the day and everything, and Isaac was also there, like keeping the fire going. You've kept your firewood with you, and you can kind of keep that in your empty,
bag of holding.
bag of holding, because you're not like having logs you're bringing. You're just keeping like a small cook fire going. So that's not a problem. You run into a problem trying to find a place that's dry and kind of out of the way of elements. But Rivallon's able to find kind of an old. This must have at some point there must have been a forest fire. But there's this giant ancient oak that's kind of burned through, but it's just the outer side of the oak. It could be very easily with some like work, like a roof put over top of it. Either if you have like a tarp or something that you can kind of like lay out, you could make it livable. It's tight, like you don't have a lot of room between everybody, but it's it's dry. You can make it dry. Like, let's start a little fire on the inside. It gets dry, and then you can be there for the night. So I'm not going to make you have an exposure check or make
I've
you...
got my winter blankets.
Yeah, I'd let that. You wouldn't be able to like use them as blankets
actually,
after this.
I've got something better. I've got those bolts of elven cloth for making the wet
Foul
weather
weather
gear.
cloth. Yeah, foul
Yeah.
weather cloth. Yeah.
I've got the
Yeah,
foul weather cloth.
which is oiled cloth, so it is actually waterproof. So
Yeah.
you can lay that out. It's not like a big tarp because it's just a bolt of cloth, so it's maybe like that wide, and it needs to be kind of double that. But you can kind of like cut off 2 strips about the same size and kind of lay them across and overlap, and they're fine.
I have some needle and thread, so I'll just stitch them together as best I can.
Yeah, if you want to spend a little bit of time doing that, I'll let you, because that is a good enough check that you can have as much time as you need to prep. So you're not going to have to worry about having exhaustion, which would have been the thing, because it's just the environment's not great for this to be out in the middle of nowhere. So that happens. Okay. You wake up the next morning, go through your routine, everything like that. We don't need to go through like super detailed unless any of you need to do anything else. And you start moving again. Let me just double check the day here. I do love that the weather is included here. It's no longer pissing rain. It is drizzling.
Oh,
Oh,
brilliant.
that's
So
worse.
it's not a steady rain. It's more of a it's more of an on and off, and it gets down to 8°C, 8.3. So it's starting to get kind of chilly.
It's getting a bit cooler.
Yeah, it's getting cooler.
uh,
It's very damp.
On the journey back, I'm gonna have used mending to. I'll undo the sewing that Sesh did, and I'll use mending to put the cloth back together from where we cut it.
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
To get
This
back,
time.
to roll it back up. Yeah.
No, and I'm gonna be using it as a raincoat.
Raincoat? That's fine. That's fine. So yeah, you spend, I would say, you arrive at the Holdfast because you're following a road, but you're going by foot. You arrive by the Holdfast at around, I'd say, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It takes, because you're, it's hard to gauge like foot traffic and everything, but it's like the going's not great. It's cold. It's wet.
Yeah.
It's it's gonna be muddy on that road. So yeah, I'm gonna say it takes it's like mid-afternoon by the time you get to the Holdfast, and you know the Holdfast. It's less stringent than it looked last time. Like there's a lot more people. Like there's the guards are not as like regimented in here. It looks like there's not as much, like they've realized that the things in the forest aren't coming to steal people anymore and stuff. So it's a bit less. In fact, you even see there's like a house being built about like a quarter mile from the wall of the Holdfast. Like it's expanding beyond the wall a little bit. In terms of that, I mean, still very open. Like it's basically just like the 4 pillars, like logs. It's been a couple of weeks, so that's kind of all it's been there, and it's been pissing rain for a while, so no progress there. But yeah, you arrive there. You are welcomed, but you are not given free things. Essentially,
not.
It's you were paid for your job and given things you needed. In fact, actually, the alderman that you talked to before, he is not here. You were informed he is down south with a couple of other holdfasts, and he's trying to get a kind of trade caravan system going again. That's been kind of
now that the
shuttered lately.
Problem on the roads has been taken care of.
Yeah. I mean, there's still people that are like patting you in the back when they hear you're back in town, and you're not given a free. Yeah. Come see us. You're not given like a free room at the inn or anything like that, but you are provided a meal.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, nice.
You're provided a meal. It's warm.
Any
Yeah.
any merchants stopping by or anything?
There is a there's a what would it be? A trapper.
A
That's in.
trapper.
Yeah. He goes out for kind of like weeks or months on end into the mountains, and he's trying to trap various like rare animals for pelts or and the like. So he's got a selection of pelts available that he's not really here to sell. He's here to get rest
Meal.
up a bit, and then he's going to be going to the major cities up north because they'll pay top dollar for like a decent pelt of a lot of this stuff. There's apparently a large mountain beaver species that like dams up the streams up there, and it's very big. Yeah, it's about the size of like a Doberman. Like they're big. And yes, he's got like those. He's got those stretched out there.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
Yeah. Phrasing. He's got those. But let's just see here. He did trade with another trapper from the opposite side of the mountain. They met up like in a valley, and apparently he had a couple of small items. What are you looking for? If there's like anything specific?
Just wanted to see if there's anyone that was like of interest. I don't think there's anything I need from a trapper. Actually, do they have any spare traps?
Traps? Hold on. He's got a few. I mean, he's not enough to have not enough to like be wholesaling them, but he could part with them. It wouldn't be market rate. It'd be a little bit more expensive because it's his livelihood.
Yeah. What kind of are they, like bear traps or?
He's got a couple of those for like larger game that he didn't encounter too much up there. But the beaver traps are more of like a larger version of a snare, but it's meant to be like it's a metalized. It's like a metal snare essentially that has like an iron central like thing you drive into the ground, and then you set up the snare around there so it stays. Like it's meant to be moved when you need it, but it's also meant to like last. Like it's a
no. I'll buy
snare.
some bear traps if he's got bear traps.
He's got two of those. He's got two of those that he's willing to part with. Let me check the book rate. Be a little bit more expensive than the book rate. Hunting trap. You're paying 10 gold a pop, so it's basically double price.
Sure.
So,
Absolutely fine.
Yeah, and those are hefty steel like traps. They're in good condition too. Like you can tell they've just been recently cleaned and oiled, like all the springs.
Nice. Cool.
So yeah,
I'll add 2 bear traps.
But yeah, is there anything you guys want to do for the day? Rest of the day.
I'll attach those to the size of my normal backpack.
I think we'd call it here. And...
Yeah, I think that's the end of the session right there.
Okay, we'll end it with you arriving.
Buying a bear trap.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
What we're doing next.
3 days.
Yes.
Since you left, because 2 days since you left there.
So yes, thank you guys so much for watching yet another episode of Sleeping Giants Reborn. As always, thank you to Commissar Roach for writing and DMing this campaign. You can find him at youtube.com/Commissar Roach. Also, just another congratulations to Roach on the new job. And also, as always, I've been joined by Surely Only Mikey and Utarionzo. You can catch them at their respective Twitch channels, although Utarionzo is off for a smoke right now.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that until I started, because I look at people to say their name. So he's not there. And thank you to Rival Zone Gaming's team of Rival and Red. You can catch them at youtube.com/Rival Zone Gaming and Twitch with the same handle. I've been Midgeman. You can catch me where you find your Midgemen. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.